All right, can you
Invitation.
get in here?
Accept. Join.
We live, baby.
Yeah, I got you in here. Cool. Let me see.
Oh yeah, I rage quit the last time I was on here.
Wait, this is a whole
I
ass.
kept dying.
You already started on this realm or what?
Yeah. Do you want to tell me what the points are? Because it looks like you probably are at the original base.
I'm just gonna. What I'm gonna
Server
do.
Region, Illinois.
What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to go all the way back to spawn at 0-0, and then we'll just hang out together. I'll give you like some pickaxes. You can do whatever you want to do.
What are you already hecka far or what?
Yeah, we killed the Ender Dragon in here. All sorts of stuff. I was gonna try to delete.
I joined and got level 59, bro.
What?
Did you really?
Yeah.
All right. Actually, this feels like this is gonna be a lot of work to get back to you guys. I think I'm gonna. Is there? So I just don't know.
Let's just start a new one.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a new one.
I'm in favor of starting a new one.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'm having a hard time. I'm just gonna fucking change the world.
Then quit.
This is so weird. I think I can just pick any world.
Just start a brand new one.
Brand spanking. Give me the 10 if you want. I don't give a shit. You've been buying them all the time. It's my turn.
No, I got it right now. I'm just gonna fucking do a random seed. One thing I'm gonna do. All right, buddy.
Sound like the females of this generation. Let me just take a random seed.
Yeah, look at this guy.
And then when I don't like it, I'll fucking re-roll and abort.
Hey, man. If it works, it works.
Doesn't work, dude. Did you know that like 27% of Gen fucking Z has been aborted? 27%.
Is that true?
I think that yes, 27%.
I believe that's true. I don't know that it's true, but
that like goes out to like 1.3 billion people were aborted.
Did you guys know that you can just hold your phone up to your credit card to add your credit card to your wallet?
Yeah. But there's been a thing for like ever, bro. As long as like Apple
I had no fucking idea.
Dude, but 27% of Generation Z was aborted.
You can add your phone to what? What do you say?
You can add credit cards to your phone's like Apple Wallet with just like tapping, like a tap pay. Just tap pay it to your phone, and it'll instantly add the card to your. I mean, not instantly. You got to go through the motions on your phone, but yeah.
No,
like if you want to add a card to your wallet.
But I mean, that's pretty standard practice. I mean, right? Like Apple Pay's been a thing forever, and all Apple Pay.
Well, I knew Apple Pay was a thing, but I'd always type manually. I never knew that was an option.
All right, I invited you guys. No, I gotta look up. I gotta look up the statistic.
People. That's how much. Yeah, dude, look at it. 1.3 billion people were aborted. Those could have been brothers, sisters, friends. 27%. That is just nuts to me. Like we have lost our humanity. Wild. Like, dude, those are people. I know some people
absolutely should have been.
That, but that's just crazy.
Not all of them, obviously. I definitely can see where, a rape victim might not keep their kid, but other than that, fucking, we're just out here murdering them because we don't want to have kids, but we don't want to wrap it up.
That's like the only gotcha that I get for my stance on that is like,
yep.
Oh, what if someone was raped? I was like, okay. I mean, I don't know.
But that's not the majority too, and that's their whole argument for why everyone should be able to do it.
That's like what? Maybe 1%?
A small 0.5% possibly even, yeah.
Probably, yeah. The rest are just people that don't want to be held accountable for.
Yeah, it's like it looks like
I do not.
If you were to compare them against each other, you could say that a quarter of the people that would have been born were not born.
Yeah.
Because it's like the one I'm looking at says 1.14, but I mean that's not a 1.3 is probably the most recent. Yeah, I'm just looking
very
at
possible.
Yeah, I might be looking at older statistics. And it's so close that it doesn't matter.
No, I mean that sounds about right?
But it's saying that there was approximately 3.6 million births. So if you subtract if you look at that, right, if you add the 1.1 to the 3.6, I mean, we're really looking at a quarter of the population wasn't born.
27. Yeah.
And I'm
Dude, this is the same
almost.
world.
I mean, let's just be
Love the
honest,
same
right?
one.
Let's just be honest. Like the amount of people that had an abortion, like the percentage of them that it was a deliberate choice against the health of that individual, it was probably a lot higher that they just had an abortion because they didn't
You
want to
mean
have a
like
kid.
the people that actually? Yeah. That's
Yeah. It's
just
probably.
people that
I
don't
would.
want to be responsible for their actions.
Yeah, I'm sure that maybe like. I mean,
A sickening majority for sure.
how many
Dude, does that not piss you guys off?
abortions were had that
This is
were
the same world, Laura.
for an emergency?
Well, and what's most disgusting about it is the fact
purpose.
that the majority of our generation's been brainwashed into thinking that's acceptable.
Yeah, dude, it's like so many people are like ideologically captured. Like, even I would say, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I voted for Trump, right? I mean, given the alternative, what are you gonna do? Vote for Kamala? What are you, crazy? But then,
That's
like,
it. They
even
put us in
now,
a tough spot with only two-party system.
I know. And then anyone that tries to run as an independent, like you seen, like Elon Musk is trying to like start a third party. What is he calling it? I don't know. He's calling it like the People's Party or some bullshit. But yeah, dude, it's like
Which
even
is just
Trump
going to
is
equate to the
complicit.
same shit.
Trump's complicit. I mean, even with like the Epstein release, dude, like that was something that he promised during his campaign. Oh, I'm gonna release the Epstein files. I'm gonna release the Epstein files. And then he has
Well, and
that
now it's
fucking-
quote unquote disappeared.
Right. And then he's like, when approached to it about like when it was brought up by reporters, he's like, "You guys are still talking about that? What do you mean? Are we still talking about that, bro?"
Wait,
There were
what?
literal
I'm sorry, I
kids
was reading
raped and
this.
molested.
Are you talking about the Epstein list?
Well,
Raped
I
and
was just
groomed,
saying, like,
because a lot of
I-
them are
I voted
becoming
for Trump,
adults
right?
like in that mentality.
I voted
Yeah.
for Trump
Good.
because I mean, look at the alternative. Are you going to vote for Kamala, who like wasn't in the elected primary, was just appointed by the Democratic Party? Like, no one's voting for Kamala, dude. But I was a Trump fan.
Crazy enough.
I'll use fan loosely.
Crazy enough.
Until the Epstein shit came out.
I've met people. I've met people who have voted for Kamala and like admitted
And
that
stand
that's who
by
they
it was
wanted.
crazy.
Yeah,
Oh, I
stand
mean,
by
they're
it.
great people, dude.
And they're generally very
They're just lost.
they're
bro.
they're usually being very dishonest with themselves about information.
Intellectually dishonest, yeah.
Yeah, and it's definitely frustrating. I will say that I've met a lot of retarded people who follow Trump, like a lot of them. But the thing
Yeah.
that I will say about like the difference that I saw between Trump and Kamala was that Kamala had no plan. She just wanted to be in office to say she was in office. And let's say
Yeah, she just
Like-
on the,
like-
riding
like
on the
that's-
hope for being the first woman president.
that's disregarding the idea that she's a puppet. Just to be clear, that's just completely disregarding that fact, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If we completely disregard
Joe Biden,
that,
right?
if
Guy
we
couldn't
complete-
even fucking tie his shoes.
if we completely disregard the fact that she was probably being controlled by multiple financial like places, I'm sure that people were giving her a lot of money to do things that they wanted her to do, right?
You see,
Um,
she's releasing her fucking, and this is crazy, right? So she's releasing her biography, and that's a way that that's a method that they use to funnel money. Is so like they'll have like a political member, like let's say like, well, we'll just use Kamala because it's the example. She'll create a biography, right? She doesn't write it. It's written by a third-party source, and then once she releases it, right? An NGO or some crazy, capitalistic fucking entity that was supporting her false rise to the Democratic electoral will buy like 1 million copies, right? And donate it all. But the whole point is to funnel her money. So like she didn't even write her biography. They're gonna write one for her, buy millions of copies, donate them to whatever, right? Like libraries or whatever. And that's what they use to funnel money to like a lot of these political members. It's like they make these fake fucking biographies. They get an
Well,
organization.
you're
to buy
talking
millions of
about-
copies.
You're talking about a weird form of like money laundering,
Yes,
right?
that's
Isn't
how
that what
they
that
pay
is?
their
Is that? I don't know if I'm using the right
fucking
term for that. That is money laundering, right?
I mean, laundering, yes, but like not really, right? So it's like it's not like they can just come out and pay Kamala like, oh, here's your million for, or here's your millions for, towing the line and, being a fake electoral and pushing our agenda. What they do is they like, all right, we're gonna write you a biography. We're then gonna sell the biography, and we're gonna use another one of our companies to buy 1 million copies. And here's what we're gonna do: we're gonna pretend that you signed these 1 million copies, so we can sell them for a 40% upcharge. We're gonna buy, let's say, 1 million, 2 million units. You'll get all that money for what you did for us, which is be a corrupt piece of shit. And then we're just gonna donate them all to, like, I guess she claims to be African American, but sometimes she claims to be Indian. You guys have seen that? Different clips?
Yeah.
We're going to donate them all
for
to
sure.
Africa, right? To inspire young black women. Hey, you can become VP. You can become this. But it's literally just, I guess you could say laundering, but it's just a sneaky way. Like, they do the same thing with, like, art, bro. Like, they'll be like, oh, this piece of art, because art, it's in the eye of the beholder. That's a lot of ways that elite use to transfer money and to launder money. Is they're like, oh, I had my son make this painting. I'm gonna have it appraised by someone who's complicit, and they're like, oh, this is worth millions of dollars. And it's like, you can't really say like, okay, that's clearly fraudulent, because art's one of those things where it's like, it's worth how much someone's willing to pay for it. And the same thing applies to like books. Because, I mean, writing is a form of art. And Kamala's about to release her book. I guarantee you some random fucking NGO, non-government organization that's tied to political matters is going to buy 1 million units, 2 million units, and they're going to be like, oh, well, we purchased signed copies. And she's not going to sign anything. She didn't even write her biography. They're just doing it to give her money for being complicit, keeping her mouth shut, and towing the line.
So to be clear,
Also,
real quick,
I don't know if you're trying to start a world, but I'm still in the same one. I don't know.
what? No, I invited you to another
Are
game.
you guys in?
Send you another invite. I left that world a while ago. So money laundering is the concealment of the origins of illegally obtained money. So it's probably not considered
really
money
illegally
laundering,
obtained,
yeah, because it's not illegally obtained.
It is for her, right?
Well,
So
and
what they're doing is corrupt and illegal. I mean, I guess they probably have some legal, but
there's probably a
for all
different
intents and
term for
purposes,
that.
It's probably illegal.
Probably a different term for that.
It's fraud.
No less illegal, but yeah, it's a
Yeah.
form of fraud for sure.
I wouldn't know what the term for that is, but I don't think you're supposed to be able to be bought out as a government official.
Politician. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, they're all bought out.
Definitely not.
Well, no, I'm just saying I don't think you're supposed to be
APAC.
able to. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's if it was allowed, then people would just do it all the time, right? And people would like be very
If it
open
wasn't,
about it.
then we wouldn't have any fucking politics.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to join.
they should let you.
Yeah, bro. Once I saw she was writing a book, because like they do that for tons of government, like people in positions of power that they want, especially in the government specifically, that they want to. That's how they pay them. They're like, oh, we're gonna write you a biography or whatever.
Right.
We're gonna use an NGO to buy X amount of copies, and we'll upsell them from the normal price, like let's say like 30%, because you're gonna sign them. They never touch those. They never write it. They never do anything. That's just a way to launder money. I mean, I keep saying launder, but we've established it's probably something different. But dude, it's just so corrupt, bro.
Fraudulent
Well,
way of
it's
obtaining money
unethical.
in some
It's
form,
definitely
for sure.
it's unethical, at the very least. It definitely doesn't fit within the
Oh,
ethics. Yeah,
Our
It's
founding
not-
fathers would have fucking
Yeah.
hung them. Or feathered and tarred them. You got a craft bench? Or should I make my own?
I can make one right now. Here, I'll just.
Where are you guys at? What's your location? So I'm not way off.
Spawned right by, homeboy.
Yeah, you walked away from me as soon as you spawned in, Drake. There should be coordinates.
I went to
I'm
walk
at,
back and I
I'm-
didn't.
You're good. I'm at 8, 113, -11. So -5, 1, 113, -11. That's where I'm at.
Oh man. And then the only way we can rely on like accurate media coverage now is like through podcasts. Because that's the only way where independent journalists can fucking survive. Like all we get on like legacy news media is just talking heads. And like if they don't toe the line, dude, there's so many good looking women, there's so many good looking dudes that can sit there on the news, right? And just say whatever, can just read the script. All it matters is, do you look good? Can you speak clearly and coherently? And can you just regurgitate the facts? Like, do you remember, like, I mean, you don't remember, and we don't remember because we're a little bit too young, but back then, the people on the news used to be those journalists that, like, you know, went undercover, like, freaking Batman style, tried to infiltrate fucking, you know, they were basically detectives. All that's gone. And then now we have AI. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys deal with this, bro. I get so angry, dude. I'll be on like YouTube or whatever, and now all the advertisements are just some AI goy slop of like some doctor being like, "Oh, you have these problems, buy this medication and buy this, buy that." And I'm just like, dude, enough with the AI, bro. And AI is not even at the point where it's like you can clearly tell it's AI. It's so shittily put together. It's goy slop. Sick of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Makes me sick to my stomach.
you talking about AI?
Yeah, even prior to AI, they were doing some
I'm
bullshit.
talking about
that
like the
way,
AI ads on fucking YouTube.
Oh yeah, they're and I found out why those
everywhere.
exist. You know why those exist, right? I don't like to.
Because it's cheap.
I'm trying not to already name shout fucking other fucking streamers, but Asmongold actually did a thing on this already. Basically, it's just what is it called? Is it whaling? Yeah, it's whaling. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
They're basically a bunch of games that are gotcha games, and they'll get somebody in the game based off of like the thing. So like some idiot will go click on it just to see like, is this a real game? And the mini game that they show you in the screen title actually probably wouldn't be a bad game if it was the game, but it's just a mini game inside of the main game.
It never is.
And the
I've
main
downloaded
game,
a couple.
well, in the main game that they usually give you is always a world building game where there's a bunch of paywalls everywhere, and there's a bunch of skins and different like little stupid things that are worth money, right? They're looking for people who want to just like have an addiction to buying shit like that. Like they're looking for the addicts to
Talking about like IAP, like in-app purchases and stuff. What are you talking about?
what is it?
The addiction.
Well, yeah, like the addiction.
IAP, like in-app purchases, like buy coins to. It's like Warframe.
Yeah.
Fucking, you know what I mean? Where you can buy like
Yes.
flat.
Yes, yeah, but instead of that, they're doing it on this mobile app, and they just continue to sell them bullshit on that game, and people buy it, people do it, and once they get a whale, I mean, they're chilling. So
Fooling his money.
literally,
I was my brother just bought a house out in Texas. Guess how much he paid for it, bro?
go ahead.
$279,000. It's a brand new build. 2 bedrooms, 3 bath. Brand new. 200. Can you imagine finding a house that cheap out here where we
No.
live?
No, it's.
Dude,
you
I
can't
think
get
I
one
was.
50 years old and
No.
half the shape.
I was looking
You have
at
to,
some
like, sell
houses
the
in my
soul of your
area. They're like
firstborn.
like even the like little 3 bedroom houses with no yard are like $500K.
Yeah, dude. I'm getting sick to my stomach because, like, obviously I want to get a home for my family. Bro, there's no shot. There's no shot.
No.
I'm sick.
It couldn't be me.
Yeah, you need a dual income these days if you want to own your own home. Is about all there is to it, or live in the hood.
Yeah, you have to have
Live
so
in the
much
hood, yeah.
shit. Oh shit, I'm getting attacked. I'm sitting here trying to invite Malachi to this world. He just wanted to hop in the world. I'm not gonna let him in the chat, but
Those motherfuckers got gold armor. Give me some.
I hate those.
You know,
I'm
so
stuck.
my wife and I are like, we were bathing Ellie tonight, right? And I'm like giving her the breakdown of like Roman history. Like my daughter, like obviously she doesn't know. Yeah. So I'm like breaking down Roman
typical.
history and
Fucking typical. Look at
Christian
this
history.
fucking guy.
And I'm talking to my daughter, and I'm like, man, you got the best of both worlds, right? You got the European mind, and then you got I was being a little inconsiderate. I said the Chinaman intellect, you know.
You know?
I was like, because my daughter's pretty smart. Like she's going above and beyond the current milestones, and like my wife's just kind of like listening to me like break down the Roman Byzantine Empire, the Holy Catholic.
Worst case scenario, she
Roman
absorbed some
Empire.
of it, right? Like,
I don't know. I mean, I just talk to her, right? Because like
yeah, but that's how
the
they learn.
history of,
Well, that's how they
Yeah.
learn.
and and it calms her down. Like she likes listening to me spiel. But then like I was like, what are you saying to her? I was like, I'm teaching her about her lineage. You know, like she needs to hear this. Like once my daughter gets a little bit older, bro, I'm breaking down all of history. I'm gonna try to teach her as much as I can because I don't know, like even in Fairfax, right, where I live, like the county.
Yeah.
So the local municipality, the local government, put out a vote about like teaching gender studies. I think it was like first grade. And they reached out to the parents to see who wanted this. 0 parents wanted it. There was like a very, very minute portion. They voted to put it in to first grade learning, gender studies, 0 to 16
What is this?
in favor. Teaching gender studies to first grade students.
Which should never be a thing, and it's been a thing we've been fighting for, I want to say, almost a decade now. Like it's
In
been
Fairfax.
as long as I've been out of high school, at least, which is I think like what 8 years now.
In
I've
Fairfax,
been
Virginia?
just desiring nothing more than to just
Well,
teach fucking children
Not all
about
of
it.
Virginia, but Fairfax County. So yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
that's what I was saying.
The biggest county.
Let's see. Yeah, teaching gender
disgusting?
studies. This was February 25th. Oh, this was a while ago.
Yeah.
Curriculum. Did this go through?
Yes. 0 to 16 in favor.
Let's see.
Well, and a lot of them probably only did it out of fear of being fucking canceled because that's the culture we live in now.
When did it go through? You have it pulled up?
I'm looking at it right now. So public schools. It's what is it? It's a policy.
Fairfax County. Oh yeah, it's like teaching gender. I want to say it's first grade. It might even be.
I'm trying to look for
earlier or
like
later.
what would it be considered? Is it?
Just look up Fairfax County.
I mean, I got the county public schools update page. It's the model policy. I'd like to thank
It
many
might
of you
be
who have
policy,
expressed
I
your
don't know.
concern to me about the Department of Education's new model policies regarding the treatment of transgender and gender expansive students in public schools and how they would impact our current guidelines for establishing safe, supportive, welcoming, and inclusive school environment for all students, including our gender expansive and transgender students. What?
Gender expansive.
We have concluded our detailed legal review and determined that our current Fairfax County policies are consistent with federal and state anti-discrimination laws as required by the new policies. Let's see. It's supporting our students,
that
working
even
with
mean,
parents
bro?
and caregivers are not mutually exclusive. We already do both and will continue to do so. We know students can only learn effectively when they feel safe and supported. All students have the right to Fairfax County Public Schools facilities, or while participating in FCPS, which is exactly what I just said in long words, sponsored events. Let's see. Will continue to be addressed by their chosen names and pronouns as provided by FCPS regulations.
Who chooses them? Is it the kid?
And now there's literally 10-year-old girls and boys acting like they're boys and girls because, like, acting like they're the opposite gender just because they're being taught this shit in school.
That or they
and not
just
because
don't
they
get
want
enough
it for
attention at
themselves.
home, bro.
Right.
To take it a step further, will continue to provide with will continue to be provided with access to facilities, activities, and trips consistent with their gender identity, and provided by Regulation 2603 XI.
So you know what that means?
So hold on, let's open up these regulations real quick because there's PDFs for these. So the regulation supersedes Regulation 2603.1.
My daughter has to go to a Catholic school, bro. I can't do it. I can't, like, listen, the whole gender ideology thing, I'm all for people being able to, if you think you're a girl, this is America, bro.
You're indoctrinating children.
Yeah, this is a political thing. Like, I can't trust you to watch my kid or teach my kid because you're pushing your own agenda. Oh, sorry.
I really don't understand what I'm reading. So it's saying schools shall accept a student, or this is your city, by the way. This is crazy.
I know, dude.
I know. So this was
fucking furious.
I'm trying to see if there's a date on here.
It wasn't that long ago. It was pretty recent.
No, I mean the most recent talk about it that I saw on there was 25 of February. But it's saying purpose to establish procedures and guidelines. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not what I wanted. So schools shall accept a student or parent's use of the term herein includes parent, guardian, legal custodian, or other persons having control or charge of a child, assertion of a student's gender expansive or transgender status. When a school is made aware of a student's gender expansive or transgender status, the school shall offer to convene or support a support team. And offer to convene a support team for the student or the parents. The support team shall be a multidisciplinary team that may consist of the student, parents, if the student is willing, classroom teachers, administrator, school counselors,
a lot
school
of these places aren't
psychologists,
forcing
school
their the people to tell their parents at all either. So like they're basically just like allowing them to be called by whatever names they say they want to be called based on what their buddies and what the school's teaching them, and then their parents are none the wiser because they're refusing to tell them.
Real quick, it does say right here, it looks like they labeled the student and the parents on the same level. So it says the student or the student's parents may have input into the composition of the team and also may invite any representatives of their choosing to include physical and mental health professionals or advocates.
Bro.
I don't really care what support teams do. It's not really important to me. I just want to know if there's like anything in here that says like the child's just allowed to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Child. Crazy, bro.
The fact that we even have to have this conversation is insane.
Yeah, so they're using the word student a lot. And I'm assuming that's just like the legal jargon for
child.
What they are. Yeah.
I feel like that's like a loop around from reality. Like, let's call them children. Let's not call them students. Did they identify as a student? I bet you they didn't. You know what I mean? Like, I guarantee you, they're not saying, I'm a student. I identify as a student. They're not doing that.
I'm an 8-year-old student.
My daughter, she say, I identify as a velociraptor.
Yeah. She's gonna roar.
Make it sound good enough. She does.
Start feeding her raw meat and letting her chase animals.
So it does say in D that a student or parent may see, this is what's pissing me off a little bit, but it's also kind of important that the student has some power. I just think that the way that they're wording it makes them on the same level. That's the problem. So a student or parent may request that the support team be reconvened at any time. I'm
Yeah,
not
or
saying the
parent,
student.
not and parent.
Yeah. I feel like there should be a little clause there that says not to supersede the parent's requests. Right?
No. Yeah.
Without malicious intent being identified, right? Because obviously there's parents out there that have malicious intent and they are pushing their children to get transgender, to be
Those
castrated.
children need to be, or
Hollywood,
them parents need to be reported.
Well,
Like,
no,
it's
and
not something we should just
that's why I'm
ignore.
saying I think there should be a clause in there for that. I don't know if there is a clause. Classroom records, privacy of educational records, information about students' transgender status, legal name, sex assigned at birth, constitutes confidential, personal, identifiable, and medical information, such as information should not be disclosed unless required by law. That's normal. There's nothing actually wrong with that at all. Access to facilities, don't really care about that. It's basically just saying that they get to use whatever their gender is. Student athletics, student participation in Virginia High School League. Yes, I know what it means. I'm just saying I'm just saying that there's nothing new in there that I didn't already know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or another organization such as Virginia Scholastic, as well as middle school athletics, governed by policies and rules of those organizations. Gender expansive and transgender students shall participate in such sponsored activities in accordance with these policies. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means they're going to participate in the gender that they're assuming or not. Schools should eliminate or reduce the segregation of students by gender to the extent possible. When schools offer a gender-specific... It says gender-specific courses. Schools should eliminate or reduce the segregation of students by gender to the extent possible. Just means like to whatever the highest degree of unification that can occur should occur. I agree with that statement. I just don't think that... I feel like you could easily misinterpret that statement as a school.
That just means like, bro, you have...
The broader you make it, the less rule there is around it.
Yeah, well, and you would think that the school would just make their own... Because the school's allowed to add rules. They just can't take away rules from this, right? So these rules have to exist. But the school could technically probably go through... Like a school in that county that's like a private school or whatever could add extra rules to it, or a public school could add extra rules to it on top of this, right? But they can't take away. It's just like just like in the military. You can add to, but not take away. So I'm assuming like technically they could make this more strict, right? So maybe a little bit, but I don't know.
I don't know, bro.
When schools offer gender-specific course or a course with a gender-specific section, gender-expansive and transgender students shall be allowed to enroll in the course corresponding with the student's gender identity. There it is. There it is. Boys are going to be in your girls' classes. Dress codes.
Wait,
Let's see this. I would hope that the dress codes for transgender students don't really change much, but also...
Well, are they categorized as transgender? Like, for example, if I switch to a woman, right?
I don't even know. This document
be able to say that they're anything to be transgender. Like they're a kid.
That document doesn't have.
You're teaching them a bunch of shit.
That document doesn't have everything in it all at once. It looks like it was multiple PDFs that made the policies that they put in, but that's just one.
Star Lucid.
Yeah, well, it's just like one way through there. Oh, that's Malachi.
Okay, good. I punched him into the hole.
Criminal. Hold on, I'm just grabbing my chicken. I can't help it.
What kind of chicken you got? Just breasts?
Kung Pao.
Yeah, chicken breast. Do it in the air fryer.
Oh no.
I don't even really know.
You got kitchen mic, brother. Oh, there you go.
I didn't even really know that was happening though in Virginia. I figured it was happening somewhere around here on the East Coast, because this is a very liberal area. It's all very blue states. But, damn. That's one of the reasons I don't want to have a kid right now. I don't want to raise them in this environment at all.
I would homeschool, or like you was saying, take them to a Catholic church, but even that's indoctrination to a form for me. Like, I want them to be able to make all their own free choices like I can.
Yeah. I will
Teach
say...
them everything we can about the world and let them choose from there. Don't fucking shove it down their throat from the first grade up.
The other thing, though, is like, I don't see a problem with religion being taught. That's been a thing that's happened forever. I mean, programming your children to be the type of people that you want them to be is how...
I will say I'm a better person for having been taught religion, even if I don't decide I believe it or do. The fact that I was taught it definitely made me accept better morals easier.
You know, I wouldn't see a problem with...
Because it's easy to just...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's easy to fall into the thought process that everybody falls into, that we should just be doing of ourselves of what we'd like, and that nothing else really matters, and that's literally like the worshiping of the devil. Like, you're anything and everything that you want personally is not what you should necessarily be doing, and that goes for every aspect of life, not just in sexual orientation. Like, if all I want to do is murder people, it does not mean I should go out killing everyone.
That's true.
I don't know. Laura has a different opinion.
No, I was gonna say, like,
oh, yo,
I think that religious schools aren't really a problem so much as I just think that, I don't know. How do we get to that point, dude? Like, how are we here where, when I was younger, and I hate to be like, I feel like an old person when I say this, bro. I feel like
I already thought the same thing right when you said it.
I feel like I'm actually doing what, people have, like, what I've said about other people before, like, oh, you're just stuck in your ways. Like, well, I feel like everybody's stuck in their ways about abuse, right? Let's just start from something really simple to talk about. Nobody wants to get beat up in the street, right? Everybody would like to have a pretty fair chance to walk down the road. I think we can agree on that. Can we agree on that here? Team, would you agree that you would like to walk down the road without getting jumped?
I would want that for my daughter, yes.
Yeah, you'd want that. That seems like a pretty fair thing to request. It doesn't really take a lot of common sense to come to that conclusion that you would like that either. Like, you didn't have to think too hard about it. You just said, pain doesn't feel good. I would appreciate not being abused or jumped or robbed. How did we get to that? Like, how do we get back to that for, like, gender?
I don't know.
Like, how do you even get back to that?
Wow. I think the pendulum is... So I think society kind of has like a pendulum, right? It's like where we swing really far one way, and then over time we gradually swing back the other way. And I think we just are dealing it like we're in that kind of time period where it's swung so far to a specific side that things seem so extreme.
Well, and if you look in history books, when this kind of shit happens typically when empires fall.
And we are a falling empire, the United States.
Yeah.
The Western world, we are falling.
So
we have such a huge divide, and
I have a weird opinion about that. I'm gonna let you finish your statement, but I have a weird opinion about that.
If you look at like the Roman Empire, right? What caused the collapse was like, well, aside from like during the Byzantine era, was like Christianity. Like, after Christ had died and resurrected, the Romans, even during when Jesus was alive, they were trying to put a stop because too many people were following Jesus, and it was taking power away from the Kaiser. And Christians just had like this unique perspective where like they were throwing Christian leaders there was no benefit to being Christian, right? Like if you declared yourself Christian in the Roman Empire, in the early Roman Empire before the Byzantine and the
You're a
Holy
target.
Catholic Empire, dude, you were killed. Like even like the Christian leader, like they met in secrecy, and like the Christian leaders that were found out, they were put in the Colosseum to be eaten by lions. But it only gave them more momentum, dude, because even in the like Christians in you see this in like Acts and Romans and the New Testament. I know you guys probably haven't gotten to that. Maybe you have, Drake, read it, but
You think
they
I
write
haven't
about
read?
like
I
how
read it. I told you I read the Bible.
not all of it. I mean,
Yeah, I did.
to read all of it,
Yes,
you
I did.
have not read.
I wouldn't say I absorbed every piece of knowledge in it, but I definitely read all of it. Yeah,
Anyways,
the book's not that long.
The big thing is in our childhood, we definitely both went to church for good months of
Yeah.
time, and so
I went to
That's
church
another
all the way up
portion of
until I
that.
was 18. I had to
the
read.
the Romans tried to snuff them out, but like Christians just had such a courageous approach to death, right? Because they knew and or believed, depending on your opinion, that when they passed, they were going to heaven. So like no matter how much the Romans tried to snuff out Christianity, it only made it stronger. But anyways, the fall of the Roman Empire, aside from Christianity, was like divide, right? It was like the people started having differing beliefs and ideologies. And like if we look at the United States, bro, we are so divided. It is crazy. It's crazy. Like, how are we not bipartisan on the issue of the Epstein list and getting rid of child molesters? There
Yep.
should be no sort of political debate. There should be no, well, Trump did this, Trump did that, Kamala did this, Biden did this, the left did this, the right did this. It should just be bipartisan. Let's fucking get the child molesters.
You want to know my
simple.
favorite example of that recently?
What's up?
Let's see if I can find this.
Like, I think we would all agree here that it's a bipartisan issue. Let's fucking catch and hang the child molesters.
Yep.
But both parties are complicit. Both refuse.
Well, that's because they're both doing it.
I know they're all covering it up. So whatever powers that might be that actually control the government, right? And some people want to label the Jews, some people want to label this, some people want to label that. It's really just whoever reached late stage capitalism and owns all the companies, owns all the land, lobbies our government officials. They must be on the list. Some of them must be on the list. And Trump, to include the left and to include the right, they all just bend the knee. So either they're so powerful that we couldn't even conceptualize how powerful the people that actually run the country or run the world are, or they're directly complicit and they're, like maybe Trump's actually on the list. But I mean, I voted for Trump. I wasn't gonna vote for Kamala, but then after this Epstein stuff released, bro, you really see just how deep the corruption is. Like, we can't trust anybody. They're all complicit. Because, I mean, by the Good Samaritan law alone, like, if you don't do anything to stop it and you know about it, I don't know. You're maybe not as bad, but you're right up there. I'm gonna use the restroom.
Oh shit! I'm gonna take your shit, but I'll kill this zombie. So when you
No, I agree with you. I'm trying to find this statement somebody made. Maybe I recorded it. I died, by the way. You're good. You can take all my stuff.
I killed the zombie, but I think I left everything of yours. I grabbed like some random mats, but took the zombie's gold armor, but I think that was his.
Where is this thing, dude? I really wanted to show this. This was like crazy. Like just that somebody actually said something about it. It's like it was on here where I saw it. No.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm
Yeah.
just looking for this thing. Dude, this guy like fucking worded it so beautifully.
Who? Oh, YouTube video.
I'm trying to find him.
Yeah, bro.
Can't seem to find it though.
I've always been pretty libertarian, but I had so much faith in Trump, man. And then I'm sure you guys have seen that like clip where that reporter.
The thing that killed me with Trump, I'm not gonna lie to you. The thing that killed me with Trump, I can't find it right now. I'm just gonna let it go. The thing that killed me with Trump is the Epstein files. That really killed me.
Yeah. Yep.
That really,
That put
like
the
when
nail
he
in the
said,
coffin for me.
yeah, when he said,
You guys are still talking about that?
I was like, all right,
All right. Look, what
You're
do you
cooked.
mean, bro?
you're cooked. Like,
You're so compromised. Like, what are you talking about? We're
There's
still talking about that.
there's
You promised that during your campaign.
of all the things you could have dropped the ball on.
That
And
wasn't
turned-
the one, bro.
Yeah, that was not it. Right now, as far as any other country is concerned, in my opinion, we stand for pedophilia.
Yeah. I mean,
No, like-
yeah.
If you're another country and you watched our government speak, our government defends pedophilia.
Yep.
100%. Like, and then there's very little rebuttal. It's like, why
There's-
haven't you guys caught the most prolific fucking child molester of all time? It's like, oh, our government covered it up. And there's no response. Like, that's the only response we can give. It's like,
Which isn't a very good response at all. Be
no,
clear.
it sucks.
It's a terrible response.
Nobody wants to say that.
And it doesn't feel good. Nobody feels good about it. You're about to get jumped, vandalizer. Not by me.
Oh, well, sorry. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. I live.
I'm
The man
gonna
who
go kill
lived.
this witch while I'm sitting here since I can't do anything.
My dogs not kill it.
No, they died.
One of them died. The other one's gonna die.
Just said wolf was slain. It might have been. Actually, that probably wasn't yours. Alright, I killed it. Here, your dog's here. Just chill him. He doesn't die.
Oh, I just fucked up.
I didn't have any
made,
food
like-
though. That's what really killed me.
Hundreds. I made.
I
hundreds.
can give you half of my berries. I got 30 right now.
Berries.
I
Why
made
did you get berries?
hundreds of bowls on accident.
Found a bunch of bushes while I was out when I ran away from you.
Nah, you're good. You're good. I'm gonna fish.
Then I
That's
want
what I'm
some
gonna do for this
bowls.
podcast.
I made hundreds of bowls.
Good point.
I'm gonna make a boat. And I'm gonna go fishing for the rest of the time we play.
Yeah, why haven't they made it where you can make like a little mini ship and throw a fire on there and cook your fish?
Yeah, I don't know. You know what else really bothers me? There wasn't a whole lot of coverage on it, but back in 2020, around the time I got in the army, I think it's 2019 actually, they captured two of the biggest child traffickers in Michigan. And I don't know if they were actually the biggest or if they were just pinned down for the crimes of a bigger group. We can make all the assumptions we want, but as far as anybody's aware, these two pretty much did it all themselves. me see if I can find out who they were. Do you remember that, Drake? The brothers that it's like two brothers in Michigan that
I don't recall hearing about it, but I know there's a ton of
were
independent fucking
massive.
people around here that capture and use people as sex slaves. Like it's caught all the time on a small scale of like what you're talking about.
Human trafficking in 2019. The Eaton Rapids brothers.
Whoa. What about me?
No. The Eaton without the K.
I think I've heard of him.
Really?
Yeah. Free my boy.
Jesus Christ.
Let me see what they looked like. I want a mug shot.
What was I building, bro? I don't even remember.
Hold on, I just want to figure out what these two were called.
Yeah, bro. I'm fed up.
I can't. I don't see. I can't even find it now. Like this, it wasn't big then either. To be clear,
Bruh.
I only saw it in a brief passing because on Facebook the local Genesee County Police Department like Facebook account, like I don't remember what they're called. Like they, you know what I'm talking about, Drake? They like monitor crimes that happen in the area. They were posted with their mugshots as arrested
Police scanner
finally.
type shit.
Yeah, they were posted as arrested for it, and I didn't really follow the case after that. So they very well could have been acquitted. I have no idea. I just know they were arrested for the human trafficking of like hundreds and hundreds of people, and primarily children. Is what they were being held for. It said human and child trafficking, which I don't know why those would be separate. I feel like it'd just be one crime.
Right.
Not because trafficking a human, regardless, is just terrible. Obviously, probably people are gonna
shouldn't lighten
naturally be
the
more.
load just because it was an adult.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People will probably have a more sentimental response to it if it's a child or a woman, just like anybody else. It's why news places and outlets will always put children and women in the face of like problems whenever they're trying to defend a case or defend a thing, right? But yeah, I can't even find them no more. I can't even find these guys. But they were arrested and there was like no coverage. Do you want to know what bothered me about that case? More than anything else. And this is going to delve into another topic. I don't think that there is a look that a human trafficker has. I don't feel like you can look at somebody and be like, yeah, that guy's a human trafficker. You can make jokes, right? We can all say like, okay, that guy, you know what I'm saying?
It's comedy, but
yeah, but like realistically, there's no way to identify somebody who's going to traffic other people, especially children. Yeah,
a little prejudice.
Literally. And the part that sucked is the human traffickers that I grew up seeing were all white. Is all I knew primarily was white people human trafficking people in Flint. And a lot of them were big. I mean, it's to no surprise that they were white because some of the biggest human trafficking busts in history happened in Michigan. There's the giant. I don't know if you're familiar with it, Keaton or Drake. There was an island incident where they were trafficking, like, what was it? What are they called? Fuck, the term's escaping me. Foster home children. They were like getting them to go to these camps and then just trafficking them.
Insane.
Yeah, and then they would just never leave the island. Like nobody would know where they went or what happened to them, but they would just take them to this island, and then whatever the fuck they did there, and you would just never hear from these kids again. And that went on for a little while. I think in the '60s, like It was the. Let me see if I can pull that up. That one actually, it was pretty big. I probably can actually find that case. Michigan child trafficking in 1960s. No. I'll just say on island.
This isn't Epstein.
No, it's not. The Fox Islands. That's what they're called. The North Fox. There's like an actual documentary about this. I'm sure there's multiple, but the Fox Islands are just. If you hold your hand up, Keaton, your right hand, and you look at your right hand, right, and you put your finger on your ring finger, and then you go just to the left of it. That's where the island would sit in Michigan. I can actually pull it up. If you look at my screen right now on my stream, let me just see if I'm still streaming. Entire screen. Here we go.
Pull it up if you want to leave it up for stuff like this. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So this is the Fox Islands. It's right here.
Give me 1 second, brother.
You're good. You're good. I'll just kind of talk about it for a second. But yeah, they trafficked like hella people. Oh, somebody just commented. Let's see. Minecraft lit. Yeah, a little bit of Minecraft. If you want to hop in, you just gotta send me your username and I'll let you join the world. But thanks for popping in, man.
Okay, what's this called?
So it's called the Fox Islands.
Yo, it kicked me from the game for tabbing.
What is it always says that, but it doesn't. Like once you click back in, it should just load in immediately. But the Fox Islands is right here. So like, where's the Mackinac Island? Is that right there?
Can you invite me back, brother?
I have to invite you?
Yeah.
Oh, it actually kicked you. Crazy.
That's weird. Where's Vandalizer? Vandalizer?
Yes.
Where are you? Invite to game. I didn't even see you online. Let's see.
I don't know.
Let me just dig in the ground real quick. Gonna be a goose. A silly goose. There we go. Smoking the man. I gotta not. Am I blind? Passing it? I don't feel like I am. Before it was like at the top.
I seen one S, but I didn't see anything besides that one.
Is your shit invite only?
Yeah, Sally's the one I seen.
Is it? It shouldn't be.
No, I joined without having to.
Should be able to just join if you're my friend.
Yeah, it's not giving me the option.
Are we still not friends?
We can close and reset if you need to, but yeah, you might not be friends too.
I thought we were.
I added you. Go to hold down Windows and hit G.
Did you want me to open this up? Yeah, I don't know. Invite. Game. There. That was about. Oh well. Anyways, these are the Fox Islands. Now the incident.
What, a bunch of predators were taking children here?
Fox Island child trafficking. I don't want to pull up TikTok, bro. I mean, these are like really old. I don't fucking know where I would even look for this stuff, dude. That's what's bothering me. I don't even know how to look for documents that old. We're talking about from like the 70s or the The 80s. I thought it was the Fox Islands. Try not to get stuck on this, but it looks like I'm just cooked.
You're cooked.
1980s. I don't remember what year it was. Just calling it the child killer. That's not really what I'm looking for, unfortunately. It wasn't the Fox Islands, dude. There's a fucking island here. I don't remember. It's on Netflix, even, dude. Netflix, child abduction documentary.
In Michigan from the
Michigan.
70s or some shit.
1970. There it is. Abducted in plain sight. I mean, this isn't fact. Why is it like not got its own Wikipedia? I don't understand. Oh, of course it's trying to fucking pull up my Netflix.
I'm not saying that's the end all to all of our issues, but chat might help you find it.
I'm just gonna give up for now. The main point is there's been a pretty big problem. I mean, even Drake said it growing up. We're very aware of child traffickers.
My grandma, as I think she was 16 or 17, almost got abducted. Actually, she was abducted. She jumped out a 2-story window. She told me all about it.
Yeah, my sister was
Louise, bro.
also almost abducted, and I've never really considered her the most attractive female, so I applauded her for.
You said your sister?
Yeah, she was.
Well, I mean, aside from it being
from
his
Michigan,
sister, though,
you didn't
like,
think your
yeah.
sister was attractive?
Huh?
Aside from it being
Michigan,
even,
you didn't think your sister was attractive?
What are you trying to say? You think people from Michigan are like people from like fucking Mississippi or something?
Hey, you said it, brother.
I'm asking you if that's what you think.
I don't know. I've never been to Michigan.
No,
the bait was
Michigan's-
set. I see where you come from.
Michigan's. I don't know. I've never really met too many people in Michigan that had that issue. That seems like more of a Western problem or a Southern problem. I think that's it's a Southern
Southwestern, anything like that. Yep.
I feel like everybody in Michigan I've met's been pretty disgusted by the idea of the familial interests. But
Hey, love is love, man.
yeah, all right, buddy. Oh, you got me fucked up now. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, well, no, I was just saying, like, I applauded her for being chased by a person. They assumed that she would be a good fit for whatever
Easy
they were looking
target.
for. Yeah. But they followed her in a van for like fucking 3-4 blocks while she was walking down the road, and then only because she made it to one of our friends' houses, she was able to escape, and then they drove her home. And then I never really saw anything like that around our place again. But that was over, like, Drake. That was like right like 3 blocks from your place.
That's still our area is still an area that shit can happen, and I always tell Mel to bring her gun if she's gonna leave.
Yeah. Yeah, the trafficking is pretty bad there. But my big thing about all the shit I was talking about, like trying to bring up, but I just cannot find any of the documents for like shit that old. And I don't feel like looking it up. This is probably why I should have researched some of this stuff before. This is actually going to be really helpful for the next one.
First round.
Yeah, learning point. I feel like everybody, this might just be me, but I feel like when I thought about somebody abducting me, I definitely primarily thought about a white dude. I feel like white dudes are primarily the ones abducting people. And that was kind of like conditioned in my mind a little bit. I definitely felt like I was just going to get robbed or killed if I got like involved with somebody that was not white. You know what I'm saying? Not that somebody that was white couldn't do that. Not that somebody that was white couldn't do that, but it just, that wasn't what I assumed or what I was like conditioned to believe.
No, I mean, like, even if we pulled up the FBI statistics, bro, it's definitely like white males that commit the most sexual crimes against children.
Right. Well, I actually don't know that. I can pull that up. But
No, I mean, you could pull it up. FBI, I could almost guarantee it, bro.
the FBI.
Yeah.
FBI statistics.
Look at their crime statistics. I think the
On
latest one they released is
crime
2022.
by race for child molestation.
Definitely white males.
Let's see. This one's fiscal year 2021.
Go. It's right there.
Huh? Right here?
Up the top. No, top right. 57.5% were white. 16.1% were black. 12.5. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I mean it's white people for sure.
That's like I said.
Yeah, I wasn't even surprised about that. But like,
no, I mean
the thing that threw me off.
There's merit in you thinking that it would probably be a white dude. I mean,
yeah, and that's definitely helpful just to know, you know. But fucking the main thing that I was pointing out though was that the two brothers that had abducted like so many people, they were black, and there was no fucking headlines for it. If it was two white dudes, everybody and their brother would have known about it. It was just posted on Facebook once, and people said some things, and then like in the comments, and that was it.
Well, not to defend it at all,
can't even find
because there's no defending that. I would never want to. But there is a good point to be made in the fact that also we make up a big majority of the population. So I don't know if that's going per capita or not.
Yeah, you're right.
But that's another good thing to think about as well, because the white man is the majority of America still at this point.
That's a good point. Yeah, no, that's valid. It's like because there's a higher percentage of Caucasian
and that's how they
Americans.
misconstrue a bunch of stats for us too, and make us feel different ways to hate each other, like how it's black versus white, man versus woman, this versus that. Like all they have to do is pull that statistic up, and it will make everybody hate the white man.
It actually probably sort of evens out, because the statistics we were just looking at said 13.1% were African American or black, and because African Americans only make up 13% of the American population. I don't know the exact math, but 54% of white to 13% of African Americans commit sexual crimes against children. It probably evens out pretty close.
Very close. Not like my point isn't that white people aren't the majority doing it, but that the majority of people are white, and therefore the majority of people doing it are white.
It's pretty close. It gets pretty close to evening out.
This is equityhired.org. American Council on Education. This is an American Council on Education. As the U.S. population increased, the nation became more racially and ethnically diverse. Overall, the Hispanic and Latino population increased the most in their total share over the population, which grew from 13.3% in 2002 to 19.1% in 2022. Although the White House continued to represent the largest racial and ethnic group in the U.S., their share of the overall population decreased from 69.1% in 2002 to 59.2% in 2022. So the big thing is this line up here. This is the white people line. like this is the majority. It's not even like a question. This is to 2022. This is from 2002 to 2022. So as early as 2002, they're saying there's. I mean. Source is the U.S. Census Bureau or U.S. Census Bureau current population survey 2002 to 2022. And I tried pulling up this website, by the way. It's under maintenance right now, so we can't review it. I can pull it up and show you, but it wouldn't let me review it. But so it's saying here we were 70%, and now we're more like looks like it is right around the 59% that it was saying. And then you can see the other races. So like Hispanic or Latino is actually the next highest percentage of race, which is 19%. Oh, it even says it right there for 2022. I wonder if it'll say each one. Yeah, so 2021. But like, let's look at the populace down here. What is this? Black or African American is 12.5%. Asian is 6.1%. Native Hawaiian or Pacific Islander is less than 1%. And then more than one race, like that's what they're identifying as. More than one race is 2.1% of the population. So let's look at this statistic again for 2022 real quick, boys. Hold on. How much crime was caused by the African American
87% of the violent crimes.
Hold on, in 2022.
87%.
I have the FBI page right here.
It's not a percentage.
Percentage distribution for black is 26.2 or 26.6.
What is that for? What crimes?
This is for violent crimes, I believe. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. I'm just double checking. I want to.
That's
That's for
2019,
that's
yeah.
for total. That's for total. That's for all crimes. Crimes across the board, 26.2. If we go for murder and negligent manslaughter, black or African American, 51.2. If we go for rape, it's actually pretty low. I mean, not low enough, comparatively to these other ones, but also they don't have anywhere near the population that these two have, right? And it's 26.7%.
You have to
Obviously,
look
we
at
already
the weighted
established
average.
that whites definitely rape more and have more, like they're just more likely to be a child molester. I mean, in general.
Yeah, you have to look
Robbery?
at the weighted average too.
Robbery, 52.7%. Aggravated assault is actually only 33%. Not bad. Whites are definitely leading in aggravated assault, burglary, and larceny. But again, the population
Is that
difference
weighted or
is
just because-
massive.
yeah,
No, these are just raw numbers, dude. This is just like looking. So what it looks like it's looking at is the race to the total number of cases, right? Because this is arrests, total arrests. This is what they were arrested for, right? So total number of arrests for whites was 4 million. So to say that blacks get arrested more than whites would be really, really bad because we're not even in the same category. That would be so. Like, I'm not saying bad to say. I'm not saying it's bad to say. I'm saying if there's more blacks being arrested than whites are so much. Like, this isn't like, this is just statistical data. Whites act so or behave so much better on a legal level.
They don't.
Well, no. I'm not saying they do, but I'm saying if it was like that, right? Let's say,
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, this is just to understand what I'm looking at. If this one was also 4 million, right? In comparison to the 4 million that are white, right? Because we've already established in 2022, 70% or 59.2% of the population was white. Only 12% of the population was black or African American, right? Let's remember that. Let's make that very known. The population was very different. According to the Census Bureau of Current Population Survey, 2002 to 2022, right? If the black or African American was 4 million, just like the white, that would be very bad. That would look very, very bad. That would be terrible. But the fact that they're even in the millions, and they're not even, I mean, what is it? They're 12? What is 12 of 50? Like 10 per, like, what is that? Is it 20%?
20, 24, 25%. Yeah,
20%
roughly for sure.
of the population. And they're not even 20% of the population. I'm just saying that's 20% of the number of whites. Like, I wonder if there's an actual number. Hold on. Like an actual number of the population. I want to know if there's like probably not like a perfect number. Chapter 1 report, tables. Maybe I can open this.
By the way, I planted berries by our cave mine if you guys end up needing food.
Dude, I'm so fucking lost in the sauce down here.
I'm not even playing the game.
What
never
level are
come
you
back.
at when you look at your middle number? Or do you not? You know where you're at. You're just far down.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm
Okay.
straight down. I've just been
It's an XLS profile, so I can't even open
down
that.
here the whole time.
I mean, I feel like my point's being made. 1 million is probably a pretty great number for the number of blacks and African Americans versus 4 million. Now, let me just see how many.
Drake, you said you were raised Christian?
No, I was raised by a drunk and a heroin addict. I went to church to avoid him.
Oh, same. But
Yeah,
I
my
didn't go to
grandma
church
was
to avoid
Christian,
him.
but I went to church with my
Same.
cousin just to get away from it, and between my grandma and church.
Was it Catholic church?
No, it was actually a Pentecostal church, which is, I'm sure you already are familiar, but is a very, let me say, rough take, I guess, on Christianity. Like, it's a fucking, they speak in tongues and all that, which
Yep.
most people don't believe in.
fine. I mean, the Bible talks about it, but I personally don't.
Everything in
Yeah.
my bones always screamed that they were faking that. Whether they were or not isn't for me to
Who
judge.
knows,
But
right? But like, I don't.
yeah, I would never say
I
that
don't
they were, but
subscribe.
everything in my bones
Yeah,
definitely tells me
I know
that
what
was
you
the
mean,
case.
brother. I know what you mean, brother. I don't fully subscribe to that. It's hard.
I do
man.
want to say that the numbers are actually not as bad for most of the things going down the board after
Did you just stop going to church when you got a little bit older?
after robbery. Just to get back to that, I just wanted to
I went from
say that real
like
quick.
10
trying
or
to cut you off,
11 to
Laura,
like
sorry.
17,
You're good.
something like that. And now, like, any following I would do of Christ would be on my own. I wouldn't, honestly, I would never go to an institution for it.
You shouldn't.
That's the same way my grandma was. She prayed every day and read from the Bible every day, and just she wouldn't go to a church for it. Just
It's like
crazy.
the natural greed of
man.
man. I'm not going to go give my money to somebody so he can go get a mansion. I would much rather praise God on my own and help people out of my own pocket and know
Yeah.
that it's going to people who need it instead of giving it to somebody who's going to turn around
Is your
and buy a
grandma,
fancy
like,
church and a fancy
Protestant?
house.
Or just
I honestly
non-denominational?
don't know. She passed away in 2016, and I didn't really get to talk about too much of that with her. I was
Sorry, that happened.
too
brother.
young and careless about stuff like that at the time.
How old was she when she passed?
63 or 6. She just got her first social check.
That's
Like,
a little young.
Yeah, yep. She just barely got her first social check when she passed. But she worked in the shop at GM for fucking 20 years and smoked and all this crazy stuff.
Oh.
But I think what actually killed her is the lead water in Flint. She got brain, lung, and kidney cancer. And if you Google it, lead poisoning gives you brain, lung, and kidney
Yeah,
cancer.
dude. There's so many links to like lead and like lower IQs and shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Actually, where I was born in Idaho. There's so many studies going on with like the mines up there, dude. All the rivers and shit are polluted. It's horrible. I didn't even
That's
realize how-
everywhere, unfortunately. Like you
Yeah,
can
I
look
know.
if you dig into it, you'll find way more than you ever want to know.
It's sad, bro.
Yep.
It's so sad. We're destroying the earth. Seems like no one cares either, right?
Well, and they don't.
Definitely
they're
don't.
invested in their own interest, which is the whole problem I was mentioning earlier with like, not that I necessarily care to tie it into religion and the devil and all that, but if you look up the people that worship the devil, like they would basically say to worship thine self. Like basically you should be out there taking care of
Flesh,
what you
yeah.
want and doing the interests that you believe, and it results in the world that we're getting right now.
Giving into the flesh.
Yeah. Yeah, whether you're religious or not, that's a good part of the book that you should be taking.
Now, there's
religious.
definitely I would say that most
that doesn't mean I'm a great Christian, but I'm very much try to be.
most of American morals and ethics come from the Bible.
Oh yeah, dude. Deuteronomy.
It's not even like a question. Like that's literally
like when they were writing the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were quoting directly from Deuteronomy, which is just essentially the scriptures and the prophecy that Moses received from God and how to build a god, not a godlike, what's what I'm looking for? just a functioning society. You know what I mean? Like a righteous society. There we go. Like a lot of our, like even in our Pledge of Allegiance, right? One nation under God, indivisible, and like the whole point of the Declaration of Independence was like we have rights that are unalienable and endowed by the Creator. Whether you want to call the Creator whatever, right? The universe, depends on whatever you want to label it, but yeah, they were very much Christian and very spiritual.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and I would say that
And
not
a lot
all
of
of
that
them
got
were.
lost.
Not all of them are Christian, but enough of them were that. That's the. It took a lot of that stuff from
I'd say
that.
like a good 99% of them were.
Well, even the fact that all the churches and stuff used to have what is it? I don't know the technical terminology, so don't make fun of me too much. But just the fact that different sound waves will make you healing sound waves versus sound waves that can hurt and all that kind of shit. Like the churches, the cathedrals is what I was trying to think of. Were set up in such a fashion that when music was played, it let off certain frequencies that healed the body quite literally. And so that's all been gotten rid of. And like even the pyramids and all that, they say a lot of things about them. Obviously there's nothing that can truly be proved about it, but they say that that was another way to get to a good spiritual place, and that a lot of them are made with in such a fashion and engineered to where they're meant to be used for that same kind of thing. And I think that mixed with a lot of other ancient technology that we don't get to know about is the reason they don't let us into the pyramids. Like obviously people would destroy it, you can't just have everybody going down there willy-nilly, but the fact that it's so restricted and you're just not allowed to even consider a possibility of being a guided tour down there or anything, like it's a clear issue.
To be clear, 54 of 56 were Christian.
54,
really?
56,
Yeah.
what?
The actual percentage.
What did I
is
say?
90.
99%?
Yeah,
It's about 99.
No, it's over 93%, just over. But yeah, it's not. It's negligible. Like it's not to argue with you. It's to say that you're right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
54 or 56.
And what, even if you're not Christian, right? You don't believe in Christ, you have to at least acknowledge the fact that Christian values are extremely beneficial for society.
Absolutely.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, they're all beneficial. I can't really.
I don't have any off the top of my head that aren't good. But I know that there's definitely values that some of the Christian members of my family
In
that
the
I've
Old
disagreed
Testament in
with.
particular, but
Well, no, I don't know what it specifically was. It might also sometimes come back to perspective on the way that the verbiage was. So I don't really know. But like I'm just saying there's definitely been times where I've disagreed with morals of a Christian before, but it's far and few between. Like very, very far and few between. And again,
and it's
it could be
typically,
perspective.
like you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, perspective about the topic and what that
perspective.
Christian in particular is trying to tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not I don't usually think it's the actual moral itself.
Dude,
But that comes back to book versus book versus person, you know. That's why I don't think like a church should be in charge of shit like that. I feel like it should just be like. And also, who writes the book? I don't know. There's just a lot of things that I was to get into
the book
religion
over time, just like they
Yeah.
do with our books nowadays. You know how many false things we learned in
The Bible
history books
hasn't
because
been
they taught us
changed, though.
wrong?
It's like, so like for the Bible specifically and like what they do for like historical
Yeah,
documents.
but you can't confirm that because you can't read Latin.
No. But
Well, and even if you
people
could
much
read
smarter
Latin,
than
all
me
that
have.
could be fucking changed.
Yeah.
No. The Bible's like 96% accurate, and like majority of the portions that aren't accurate aren't
Accurate about what?
context, like to the originals. Like
To
we
the-
have
to the
enough
Latin?
manuscript evidence. No, before the Latin. Like we have plenty of manuscript evidence from like basically the originals, and we have, so like the way that they, for like the historical documents, like ancient historical documents, there's plenty of scribes that have copied the same writing many times. And what they do is they take all the writings, and there's people that have doctorates in this and all this.
When
They
compared
take all of the
to
writings.
the original manuscripts, with scholars estimating a 99.5% textual purity for the New Testament. While
Exactly.
there are minor variations, no textual differences
They don't
found
matter. Yeah.
in numerous manuscript copies. These do not affect core doctrines or essential meanings.
Yeah. So what we have is almost 100% accurate. So it hasn't been changed. So whatever the apostles, who are real people, right? Whether you want to argue whether they wrote down was Jesus was definitely a real person, whether you want to argue if he resurrected from the dead, that's not the debate. But like we have enough certainty that what they written down was 100% accurate. So like the people that try to claim like, oh, it's been changed, this, that, and the third, it's like, no, it hasn't.
Old Testament
Now, I
manuscripts.
will-
Well, my problem with that is that's what people are saying based on what they're seeing, and what they're seeing is what people could have changed it to. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way to fully prove any of that. And I'm not saying that in a way like that. I don't think it is true. It's just like I know man is greedy and man loves to change what they want, and so
You
the
write
very
your own success.
possibility of them.
So,
Yeah,
so,
it's just
so let me
very
say this.
possible.
So, what was that number you threw out? Was it 97%, Laura? 97%
Hold
accurate?
on.
What did they give you?
It was 99.5%.
Okay, so if we have a 99.5%,
Well,
historically
it's
accurate
no, it's not historically accurate. It is 99.5% textual purity, meaning it is accurate
exactly what
to
was
the
written down at the
translation
beginning.
on that
To what they wrote,
translation.
yeah, not
Yeah,
not to
but
what
that
God
doesn't
said or
that doesn't
did.
mean that's what history was. To be clear.
Oh, gotcha. Look up the historicity, like the purity of the document, like from what was originally written, because it's up there in the 90s as well. And I'll say this, right? So we have such a high accuracy on the New Testament, right? And the people that were writing this down there was zero benefit to lying. You understand? Like these people making this shit up, they were all killed for it. So it's not like they had any sort of reason to write this document, stand by it in the
By the
face
way,
of
that
death.
was according the 99.5% was according to the evangelical it's like a university.
Yeah,
just
but
to be clear.
I mean, I can name off like tons of.
No, I'm just letting you know that it's like it's an actual source.
It's a
not
biased
just
source. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
No, it's not. I don't think it's biased. I mean, just because it's a religious place doesn't mean that they're teaching incorrect stuff at a university. It's
I
a
wouldn't.
university.
I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't lie to you. It's pretty.
I mean,
that's pretty much.
that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant, though. I'm saying like the statistic, like the data is still data. Fortunately.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it, right? It's like, but and also, so we have such an insane level of degree that this is exactly what the apostles and disciples of Jesus wrote down, almost bar for bar, right? And you have to understand, they were killed for writing this down.
There's
They were
not
brought
a
before-
whole lot of like. I feel like I'd have to go through just documents and documents to find how accurate it, like the legitimacy of the accuracy for being historically accurate. But I will say, in your defense, playing the devil's advocate again, because what I'm doing, I do not think the Bible is as accurate as it has been claimed to be. That's just my personal belief, based off of like the fact that a lot of this stuff hasn't legitimately been found, and we've really only found things that we think might be in relation to the Bible.
What do you mean by things?
Like, any piece of the Bible like that could have been recorded and saved and made it this far in history outside of the manuscripts.
I'll say this
But hold on. I wanted to let you know that the Institute for Creation Research, which is an org, my understanding, that means that it's at least been pretty positive. Let me just check the bottom of this thing. Let's see what they have at the bottom.
In school, they taught us .org was always indicative of a valid website. But
So
I
this
don't
is
know
as
what
federally
form.
recognized 501c nonprofit ministry of the USA. So I'm pretty positive you could consider this a valid resource for
I
the
can see what you're
information.
saying. But
Oh
what was
yeah,
I saying?
I'm looking at this. Sorry, I was saying
what is that?
yeah. So this is the Institute of Creation and Research, IRCR SOBA School. It's just a institution, which I'm assuming isn't necessarily a university, but it goes over it and it basically says that it's been proven to be more historically and archaeologically accurate than any other ancient book. It's been subjected.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
It
say.
says that,
in terms of, like,
but like there's actual like
I mean, it's
a
just,
bunch
it's
of well,
just
these are all
facts.
articles. These are all articles right here. That's what I'm
I
saying.
was gonna say this, okay? Out of any piece of history or historical event or historical character, right? So I could come up to you and say, if you don't believe that the Bible, and I'll exclude the supernatural aspects, right? If you don't believe the Bible is an accurate historical document, then we have to sit here and say, okay, Napoleon wasn't real. That's not accurate.
All that's possible though is where my mind goes, because what they'd want to do in the world that I'm speaking of is they would want to be able to tell you and make you believe in such a fashion that there's undoubted belief in it. And so an unwavering belief would to say they had a bunch of martyrs that died for it, and that these people had no other reason to do it, like exactly bar for bar what you said, which it doesn't mean that it's wrong at all, to be clear before I even say it. But with that being said, if I wanted to make somebody truly believe something, I would tell them something very similar. I'd tell them that hundreds of or thousands or even millions of people died for something so that you could read this book today. And it would make people a lot more, and I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying, like, if in a world where they wanted to indoctrinate you with information, they're going to give you every reason to believe it, and they would make a very extravagant lie up so that it would be plausible and undeniably believable, especially in a world where we have so much technology. Now, that's not to say none of it's real. Like, it's not saying that at all. I just can always see the side of it that it could be something that we've manufactured, the whole story, like not just that, like not just the Bible, but the fact that these people died for it. Like that could all be manufactured information.
That's actually just not manufactured, because I mean the Romans were meticulous, right? They were probably the greatest civilization or empire other than America, if you want to count us, right, to ever exist. They were meticulous in historicity and recording their history. Jesus was a Roman subject. Like he lived in the Roman Empire. And they all recorded, they were non-Christian, right? Like this is while Jesus was alive. There's so much written history about, his movement, the people that followed him. Like there's just so much,
and it's confirmed through many different stories other than their stories. So I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying any of that's wrong. I can just also see where if right now our government decided to change the lines of history, if somebody tells you the sky is red enough, you start to believe the sky is red. So even though we know reality is what it is and that book is what it is, if they started telling us right now within one generation, everybody would believe the sky is red instead of blue. Like it's very easy to manipulate people, and so yes,
it's also
at that
easy
time,
to
people
manipulate
wouldn't believe
information.
Yeah, exactly. And so they can definitely do things that are hard to believe but very possible.
I don't think
any of that's fake. I do think it's very possible for them to make anything out of history with any way they want to. Like, and that's not to say the Romans did it or that somebody before them did it or any of that.
So
it all can be misconstrued.
He's also not saying that that's what it is either. Just to be clear,
at all.
He's also not saying that that's the case.
Possibility.
He's just saying that the possibility of it is what's bothersome. What would the benefit be? What would the benefit of lying to people about that be? Is that what you're asking?
The Romans, yes.
Population control.
Because
if you can control what people believe in,
they wrote about somebody who they wrote about his life, right? What he was doing, what people claimed, and how they were trying to quell the would-be revolution. So them writing about it would just bolster people's curiosity and further.
But if there was no revolution and there was no Romans and there was no, but that's just based on books because of what we've heard. Nobody in our lifetime has experienced it.
Are you saying there's no Romans?
I'm not saying there isn't. I'm saying there's a possibility that they have changed history in such ways to make us believe things that aren't true, and that's just an example of it.
What? I usually reword that.
Like, I'm not saying there's no such thing as Romans. I'm saying this is just one example of many ways that they could take information and make us believe things that aren't necessarily true. Not to say none of this is true. It's the most valid thing that has ever been historically proven. Like you've been saying, I don't disagree with any of that. I'm just saying they can absolutely take any information that we think we believe and have changed it 2,000-3,000 years ago. And through that amount of time, they can make us believe whatever they want.
You're just making like an this is completely separate. I understand what you're saying. This is
Yeah,
something-
I'm not saying any of it's false at all.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna sit here and say that Jesus 100% resurrected from the death, because that's just, I can't make that claim, right? That's where faith comes in. But I it's kind of a peeve of mine when people are like, "Oh, how do we know the Bible's true?" It's like, well, bro, that's like, how do we know King Tut was real? How do we know
We don't.
Napoleon? How do we know Prince William?
And that's
It's
my
written
point. We
down.
don't.
And Jesus has more historical evidence in historical manuscript and ancient documents describing his life than any other person in history. So it's like, I like to believe, like, I'm sure you and I can both agree Napoleon was a real person. I hope so. For the
On the
Something,
note that I'm saying, he could definitely be false.
Something
kind of what
to-
I'm saying.
possible.
Something just to Drake's sentiment this time. 'Cause I feel like I've definitely been
Oh, dude, you're good.
making arguments more for actually Keaton this whole time.
It's fine.
Well, no, it's not. It's not. I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying, like, in argument for that though, evidence doesn't make something true. Like scientifically, like it doesn't make it a fact. Evidence does not make something a fact. Evidence. So, funny enough,
It just
right,
supports the possibility it's true.
yeah. Funny enough, the Bible and everything written in it is evidence that something occurred and something happened. But that doesn't mean that everything in the Bible or the Bible itself is completely the truth.
Factual? Yeah.
Yeah, or factual. So,
That's where faith comes in. Yeah, absolutely.
well, and I'm not just saying, like, I'm also saying, like, even the writing, like, a lot of historical evidence does not make something true. Now, to go around and say that, like, there was a picture of me at the store. Somebody wrote down that they saw me at the store, and at 9 o'clock, I used my card to buy something at the store. There was like 12 people there that saw me at the store. If a bunch of evidence pointed to me being at the store, and somebody else still went, I don't know, you might not have been at the store. That's just ignorant, right? That is just ignorance. Like, it's just not, like, you're not living in the real world when you make that type of argument. But I do understand what Drake's saying when it just, like, evidence does not make something true.
People manipulate that even. Like, there's people that have went to prison for murder that didn't murder anybody because dozens of people that all got on the same page decided to say he did it.
Yeah. Oh, I know all about that.
Like, that kind of shit happens all the time. So to that same kind of sentiment, it's very possible that there's people in prison, maybe dozens or hundreds, even thousands of people in prison right now that did nothing wrong and just got set up by people in power. And there was enough overwhelming evidence where it didn't matter what he said because he can't prove that it's not true, and there's too much evidence in people saying otherwise.
I hear you.
Definitely do
It's
think
crazy
that
to think about.
most
It's
of the
hard
Bible
to
has
keep that,
been
like, get that mentality, but
accurately described. The thing I don't like is I don't like religion. I think that the Bible
I don't
and
hate
the
religion.
beliefs behind it are really good and really helpful.
Man
like,
corrupts all.
pretty
bro.
much
Religion
anybody,
is just so
But just, I've
corrupt.
never been to a religious building and felt good to be there. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know.
It's just never happened.
Yeah, dude.
The only
Fuck,
time
man.
I ever had good emotions about a building was actually when we were doing. So I did do. What was it called? Like the Wednesday night service for like youth or whatever.
Wednesday night's usually the youth night.
I had a lot of. I have quite a few good memories actually from that. But even then, it's just like it's not even like they're really trying to get the word in. It's like we're just going through motions in learning a process, more or less. I don't know. There's a couple of churches I went to where it didn't feel that way, and I didn't feel like I was being forced into like a cage. But most of the churches most of the churches I've been to definitely have like this is what we believe. Like we interpret the Bible
If you don't
this
believe
way.
it, you're a cocksucker.
Yeah, you're just wrong, and the interpretation that you have is, you just need to rethink about it a little differently so you can get to our conclusion.
Maybe you should just think what we think.
Yeah, and that really bothers me. Another thing that happened.
I'm Christian,
this
but
is
I'm
kinda-
not religious.
It's kind of personal, but like my mom and my dad, they grew up together. Like they grew up in the same city. They grew up together
Cute.
as little kids, and they knew each other. They knew their friend. Like their friends were friends with each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they were part of the same friend group because of the fact that they even dated as kids. It's a really cute story actually that they have. But
That's awesome.
one of the things that happened in one of the churches we went to was my mother was there, and she brought one of her, I say one of her, but it was one of my dad's friends to the church. And he's like a family friend. You know what I'm saying? He's like the uncle, right? Like that best friend to my dad. And she brought him there because, he loves God, very, very religious, very spiritual, very, very close to the Bible. And
Man.
she wanted to bring him into church to let him like get acquainted to this church that she goes to that I also went to. And at that church, I think she was sitting there in their like little circle where they're talking about God and just going over stuff together, going over the different writings within the Bible, different words. What are they called? I can't remember what
Scripture?
they're called. Scripture, yeah, different scripture. And I guess they called my mother a whore for hanging out with this dude that she'd been around since she was like, I don't know, 8. That was my dad's best friend. And for bringing him to the church, bringing somebody else to talk about God, she was a whore. And they shamed her like the next week that she came in because she didn't bring him in that time. And he didn't want to come back, I guess, like even before that. I guess he just didn't. He's not really a church guy himself. He just likes to worship God in his own way.
Me too.
And obviously my mom stopped going. It didn't immediately affect me
What denomination
because
was it? Do you remember? Probably Catholic.
no. It's either Nazarene or Baptist. I can't remember.
Mhm.
But because we went to, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was
really hard
Nazarene.
thing
I
to
really
do.
think it was Nazarene. But yeah,
Say, Drake?
Just
Oh,
the
sorry.
Catholic side of things is a very hard thing for me to be around. It's a
Yeah,
very unique cultist type thing.
I know. Sorry, go ahead, Laura.
yeah, I mean, it was just a very negative response, and I don't think that speaks for every Nazarene group ever on how they might act, but it definitely made us stop going to that church, and like that was a mentality they had, dude. Like that's a crazy mentality. I feel like you bring somebody to church, you're not a whore. I feel like you. That's just that was a
The last
crazy
thing you should do
statement to
is
say.
discourage bringing souls to
Yeah.
church to be saved.
Yeah, like fuck this guy. We don't want him in our group.
Bold assumption, buddy.
Yeah, you're obviously sleeping with him. Like, all right, bro. Good talk. And my mom stopped going immediately. And then unfortunately, the person who said it to her was one of my friend's parents. Drake actually knows who they are. I don't mind sharing the name after this stream, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
Out
don't harm
her.
on here. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm not gonna out her. But Yeah, it was a very unfortunate experience for my mom, and my mom definitely did not go back to church for a while because of that. I mean, you get called a whore by what's supposed to be, what you thought were your friends and what you thought was a comfortable place, and then bam. That was unfortunate. Catholic? I don't know. I think the reason Catholics feel cult-like, because I definitely had the best experience with Catholics, funny enough, and I was at a church that subscribed to the Holy Roman Catholic Church as the head church. The thing I think that people find cult-like about it, and I could be wrong about your specific case, Drake, or your specific case, Keaton, but it's just their practices, just the way they do things. Like, Mass is very particular.
Repeating everything, the having everything done in a certain way.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
there's no freedom.
There's no freedom. Word. Well, not even that. There's no I cannot think of the word. Like
creativity, imagination. I mean, what do you want to use?
Ability to free think, but there's another. I'm sure I'll come up with it at some point.
Use free will.
Calling you on the phone, like yeah, like there's no authenticity is what I guess is the best term I can think of. Okay. Like where you're actually going there and you feel like everybody actually wants the best for you. Like, no, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna be quiet through this whole sermon. Which obviously they do that to some degree at every church.
Well, you're going to be quiet when somebody's talking. Hopefully, if you want to hear them talk.
Absolutely. But then it's just like at least the one I went to was a very big one, which I assume most of them are. That could be my invalid assumptions as well. Where they're like all repeating like zombies what they say back to them, and like it's just a very odd place, man. It just threw me off. Versus like the one I went to, everybody was people, like your people talking to each other. You can go like how they talk to each other after the whole entire spiel's done, and then you can go and talk to each other after at the Catholic church that I went to, at least, is how most churches are all together. Like everybody's.
Do you know what it really is?
With each other, like they're not fucking zombies to the sermon and to what's being said.
I think it's really the thing that really drives people away. Is it feels like a performance.
No, absolutely.
It doesn't feel like
feel the cult vibe.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a group think on scripture. It doesn't feel like a teaching. Even if it is teaching, even when they're actually giving good perspective on a scripture, it still feels like you're just watching a performance. You're just there. It's not the same thing. So I definitely feel that.
It doesn't mean that if I grew up in that, I wouldn't feel completely fine with it. It's not that it's a bad place to be if you're going to go to Christianity, but it definitely is off-putting.
Definitely is.
I agree.
Yeah, like me and my pastor would
what was your experience
constantly?
What was your experience?
I won't get too deep into it, but it was ex-girlfriend of a long time ago, and her whole family was Catholic, and so I went there and I knew a lot of people before I even got there, and I had never been to one before, never experienced it, but I had been to a lot of different churches through my church, going and just checking out different places, and like they would have I don't remember what they called it, but essentially where everybody gets on buses together and we go visit this other church for this Sunday kind of thing. And they weren't all like Pentecostal. It was just all different churches, and we'd just see how they worked and how they functioned. And usually we'd learn lessons throughout the way on how we could do better because we were a pretty small church. And so being that I came from a small church was probably most of my issue. But we even like the Holy Trinity that's towards Mount Morris off of Mount Morris Road exit. That one was one of the bigger ones I had ever went to, and even there it felt fine. Like it felt like just a bigger version of my church. Everybody was, I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it, because even at the end of those sermons at that kind of church, it was somewhat normal, but just like the whole dip your hand in water before you go up there and bless yourself with the holy water, and then like just like that we ate bread and drank the wine and all that kind of stuff, and that's completely fine. But the just the routine of it, I guess, like the second you go in, if you don't know what you're doing, you're the oddball out and you're noticed. Like I want to feel like I belong, not like I have to come here for a month in order to do all the right things for you guys to think I'm one of you. Like that's just a very odd thing. I don't remember it super well either. This is like
I definitely didn't have
10 years ago.
to. In my experience, and I'm sure, and this isn't to invalidate either of your experiences.
Absolutely.
I definitely feel like I have a very different opinion on it because I had such a good experience. I feel like a lot of people don't have the type of experience I have because they started as kids. Like I didn't go to the Catholic Church as like a little kid for the first time. The first time I went to a Catholic church, I was 16, right?
Yeah.
I
That's
had
about how old I was, but different church, obviously.
The thing I'll say is it's not like a requirement to do any of that stuff, and none of them want you to feel required to do it. They don't even like, aside from maybe a parent or a family member that wants to like pressure you to do something, and that could extend to a family member from like a girlfriend or boyfriend if you go with them, right? Like a significant other. But aside from that little bit of like pressure you might get from a family member, I've never felt pressure to do anything.
Yeah, in
for
all
the Catholic
fairness,
Church.
I went with like 10 plus family members of hers that go every Sunday, so like it was definitely
that-
partially that I would say
Yeah.
as well. But
And I think that's definitely it feels like that's probably the most cult-like thing is the people that bring you. If you go to a Catholic church all by your fucking self, nobody brings you, you just want to try out a new church, you will have a very different experience than what you had. And that's not to like I'm not asking you to do that. That's not my
I'm
goal
following.
in this.
I'm
I'm just saying the experience I got from going to church with family versus the experience I got when I just showed up to church a couple times by myself was extremely different. It's a completely different environment because your family has a specific understanding of it and they want you to do certain things, especially older, like people from the boomer generation. They really have like specifics when they're Catholic boomers, right? Very serious about following that tradition and those things. But I noticed like if I went with somebody my age, they didn't have that. There was no like, there's no pressure to do anything that you're not used to doing already. So
man's already got a diamond pickaxe.
Bro, I've had this.
yeah,
I got this.
I don't know.
First 15 minutes in, bro.
What's your opinions on that, Keaton?
Get the bedrock.
I've never actually talked to you about churches.
Me?
Yeah, I've never talked to you about churches. I don't know any of your opinions on
bro.
churches.
Well, here's my view of it, right? So, I mean, when Jesus was around, he highly criticized the churches at the time, the Jewish synagogues, rather, because man corrupts, bro. And that's the whole point of Jesus coming down here and dying for our sins is like, man is sinful, dude. We're selfish, we're greedy, and we fuck shit up. So we see that a lot in like, I know it's easy to pick on them, but the Catholic Church is like, you've seen like all like the pedophilia, you've seen the corruption, you've seen even like what some of the Crusaders were doing.
And unfortunately, just to further prove your point, things like that don't pop up because they weren't true at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. They're
all stereotypes have some
so
legitimacy to them.
Yeah.
I follow Christ first and foremost, and I can understand the importance of the church in the early days of Christianity, right? Because like back then, if we existed back then, we probably wouldn't have the ability to write, and we wouldn't be able to read the Word of God and understand Scripture without the help of a pastor, a father, whatever you want to call them, right?
Oh yeah,
But-
the Catholic Church actually. I think it was the Catholic Church. Is that the Catholic Church or a different church? But Christianity as a whole, effectively, taught like 70. I think it was. I don't remember the specific statistics, so you can look this up. You don't have to, I'm not looking it up this time. Don't quote me. I think it's like 70% of the world on that side, like in their continents, how to read.
Yeah,
Like just off of
And
just
so-
off of the Bible. Like people learned
the church-
literature just from that.
The church is super important for people that don't have the ability to do their own research, right? And can't understand the Word of God, because if we read the Bible and like percent accuracy, it's still hard to read, dude. Because like you have to understand, even though we have a very accurate translation, it's in Old English.
Yeah.
So it's tough to understand. So I was blessed enough to have a pretty decent reading level. Like I have pretty good language comprehension, and I can see how the church is needed for certain people, right? But for me, and we're blessed enough to live in the age of information where we can do our own research, and I can go to the best theologians, the best historians, the best everyone, and read what they've written in their interpretations and their analysis of the Bible. So I don't need the church, right? I can do my own research. I've done a lot of research. I'm still doing research. I'm still reading the Bible, trying to better understand it. So I think the churches are corrupted, right? Anytime there's man involved, there's sin involved. It's the whole reason Jesus came down and died for us. So, yeah, dude, I'm not anti-church. I think they do a lot of good, but a lot of them, not a lot of them, but a good amount of them are led by bad people. Because whenever man's involved, sin's involved. So there's a Protestant view where it's like, I'll go straight to the scriptures, I'll go straight to the Bible, and build my own personal relationship with God, which is what's important for me. And putting a man as an intermediary is wrong, in my opinion. But some people do need that, right? Some people just literally cannot understand the Bible. Some people, and it's different now, but back then they could not read. They had to go to a man. And so I don't go to church very often. In fact, I think it could be detrimental to certain people like myself. But yeah, I'll sum it up. I'm taking the long way to say the church was important, but I strongly believe you no longer need it because of the internet, because of all the information and the access to everybody's interpretations. Like I don't need a pastor to tell me what this Bible verse means because I have a study Bible written by the best theologians. I can look up specific YouTube videos on verses. I can look up the history. I can look up everything. So I'm not dead set on like the Catholics will say, oh, you got to go to church, you got to go to mass, you got to do this. I don't believe in that. I believe everyone can build their own personal relationship with Christ. I believe you don't need an intermediary. Just
All
talk
right,
to
boys,
God,
that's
bro.
gonna have to be it for me. I got to get my butt out of here and get some sleep.
All right,
All
buddy.
right, brother.
Thanks for hopping in.
Thanks for
Have a
hanging
good
out.
night, y'all. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Later, buddy.
No, I hear you though. I definitely
The church is corrupted, bro. Most of them, in my
well,
opinion.
and unfortunately, you can't have a church without having a business.
Yeah, because it costs money.
It's just not possible.
It's the most. What's the word I'm looking for? Most generous group of people are white American Christians.
Is that true?
Well, American Christians, right? And then because, as we talked about earlier, America's predominantly white, so I don't think it's like super fair to say white Christians, but it's just American Christians are the most like, dude, they donate more money than to like causes and helping people than any sort of demographic on planet Earth. It's by a large margin. They're just super generous, love to help people. Like, we could effectively solve world hunger if we didn't have people like what's that guy's name? What's that fucker's name? Kenneth Copeland. You know who that is?
No.
He's like one of those mega church pastors that like has fat ass mansion, flies around in private jets. Definitely possessed. He looks like a demon, dude.
Oh,
But
is that the
he's-
dude that says we? Oh, fuck, dude. Hold on. Is that this guy? I still got my stream up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenneth Copeland. That is him. This guy.
Dude, yeah, look at this fucking dude. This is a clip, though. Look, he looks possessed, bro.
Why is the quality so low? What's going on here? Just bad quality.
Watch him, dude. He's possessed.
No, I've seen this clip.
Oh my god. Don't you ever say I did. And then, like, you can tell he's so consumed by his sins, like his greed. He made it so cheap, I just had to buy it. Yes. Ugh. It is. You got charcoal in this bitch. Jesus. Look at this guy, dude. He's so cheap. Look at him. Where does he snap on her? Hold up. I want to see that part. Dude, it's a little bit. Or did it already happen? Oh, no, it's right here.
No, he hasn't said the thing yet.
Right here. Watch. Jesus. Goodness gracious, bro.
No.
Spooky, man.
I don't think that.
He's worth
I think
billions, by the way.
he's just an ugly dude, to be honest. But I think that he is actually just like permanently. If you look at how he's moving, right, it looks creepy to you because it's disingenuine the way he's interacting, right? It looks disingenuine, and that's really what's creepy about it, in my opinion.
Ow.
Oh shoot, am I getting attacked?
Yeah, it's the thingies that kill you when you don't sleep.
No longer. Hold on. Just put a door up. Just come to look at my little abode.
Is there a lava pit around here?
Usually they're not within 50 blocks of spawn. Usually. I wish I had big hair.
Did not. Don't you ever say I did.
Yeah. I'm gonna break it down in just a second. What I wanted to say. I just want to grab this stone. It definitely is creepy though, and I mean nobody making that much money is legitimately gonna sit here and tell me they're not a little corrupt. The bare minimum, right?
Yeah.
At least a little bit.
Man.
At least a little bit, right? You can't.
Yeah, we all would.
You're gonna see the money come in. You're gonna go on like one really cool trip, and then bam. You know? Now you love trips. Bam. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But it's not bad. Whatever. Yeah, I was making something simple here. I'm doing nothing crazy at all. I'm literally doing nothing actually. Let me break this down now that I have a safe little hut. So where did I put him? There he is. So when you look at him, it's like he's permanently acting. Like he can't stop acting. And he's used to being in front of a camera that's looking at him from super far away. Because his interactions, like the way he's moving his face, even like some of the most physically, what's the term? Expressive people I've ever met in my life, they're not that expressive in a casual conversation. In a casual conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think he's just overexpressive because you can see he's trying to purvey whatever his emotion is here, and then watch how hard he switches. The switch to the smile or whatever. It's like right here.
I don't think possession is like what the movies depict. I think it's just like he's so lost in his sin.
Like this face right here, that looks normal. This doesn't look possessed or evil. This is just a person. But
can you take your pork chops so I could cook?
Dude, I don't know. And no spot in here does he look crazy. It's just the changes, how quickly he's able to change his mannerism and his expression. That's what makes him creepy, I think. And I think it's because of how conditioned he is to respond to. Dude, go ahead. It's because of how conditioned he is to respond to media.
Step away for a second.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Definitely creepy looking though, and he probably doesn't. He doesn't look like he's got a good rep if he's calling people in the fucking airplane demons. I don't know what that was about. I don't know the validity of that. I really don't care. I don't really support any mega, like, massive billionaires or millionaires. They do nothing for me, realistically. Or do they? Maybe they do, and I don't know. I don't know. Would you know?
You made it so cheap. I just had to buy it.
Just had to buy it.
Yep.
Did you hear me though, or did you? I don't know what you said.
Say again.
I don't know. I didn't. I heard you say something, but I didn't know if you said like wait. That's my fault. I should have been listening.
I gotta rejoin.
No, I was saying I don't really support like any mega church person. So like, obviously I don't really support him by any means. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't have like a strong opinion on anything though. Like, I don't think that anybody like that does anything for my day-to-day life, but also people who make that much money might actually impact my life without me knowing it, for the good or bad, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm not even
Political statements too.
I don't have enough money to say that guy, I don't know enough things to say that guy has no impact on my day-to-day life. I have no idea.
Fair. Respectable.
Yeah. Who's in here? Minecraft lit. Eric, let me know when you're down for that Cascadia level cap. Oh, he wants to do that tonight. Man, probably
no
tomorrow.
way,
If I'm being
bro.
real with you. By tomorrow, you're not working tomorrow, right? You got to work on Monday. We got a viewer. Did you believe that, Keaton? You know who it is?
Who?
Malachi. That's fine.
Whatever happened to him? I punched him down a hole a few times.
He just got off. I don't know. He said he wasn't feeling good earlier. Yeah, whatever happened to you? I know he can hear you. You can just talk to him. Anything you say is going to. Bad meds. He has no idea. Oh shit!
Bad meds.
That sucks. Sorry to hear that.
I'm not.
Kind of trash. Where'd you get this coal from?
I gave it to you.
You take my charcoal? Or was I out?
You only had like 2 pieces.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? I thought I put charcoal in there. Yeah, alright. Well, there's more coal in there now if you come back to cook. Trying to build up some food so that I don't fucking die of starvation in my room. You hear the nice things that Keaton said to you? I don't even know if he heard you. No, he said fuck you. His exact words were fuck you, Malachi. Now, I don't know about you, but that seems like an invitation more than anything else. But you do with that information what you will. He said understandable.
Fucking
We're shot by a pillager.
They're so annoying.
What color was he?
Black.
Yeah, I figured. I don't want to make any assumptions. No. I wonder how Bond will do in here in Willie's podcast. You already made assumptions? I didn't make any assumptions. I just asked what color he was. If I made an assumption, it would be, was he black? Like if I said that, that's not what I said.
Even then, that's like not really a direct assumption.
More like an indirect assumption.
Yeah. It's an insinuation. Bro, these fucking pillagers are so obnoxious. You can't do anything. The console dude, the console is so shit. The console version of this game is just so bad.
What is so difficult to do about the pillagers? What is it?
The archers,
Yeah.
their recharge time is like half what it is on like the normal game. I don't know why they do that.
In my mind, I knew he was black. I actually didn't. I don't even remember what a pillager looks like. How would I know that? I feel like you're projecting right now. Are you, do you assume he was
Like
black?
the bedrock skeletons and the bedrock pillagers just shoot double the normal rate.
Yeah, the skeleton
I don't know
shoots
why
so
they did
fast, dude.
It's only
I
on the
know.
Xbox version. Doesn't make any sense.
This is just the crossplay version. That's really the way to look at it. There's no Xbox or like PlayStation version. Like they have like the version meaning like it's played on that one, but it's all one version now. They don't have like them separated anymore. Just crossplay.
Dude, oh my god, I'm just gonna leave. I'm not gonna play this. I can't play it. It's unplayable.
Are you bad? They're not even that hard to kill. You want me to come kill them for you?
They're not. That's not the problem. I'm getting shot by 42 bows, 42 arrows at a rapid fire pace.
You're bad at the game, bro. I'll come help you. 1 second.
Fucking broken. Like, why would they do that?
Let me finish putting these away.
Fucking course. I'm done. I'm getting off. I can't do this.
Get this. Did you get that food? What are you talking about?
It's like, my shit. I'm hopping off. I can't do this.
Bro, just let me come help you real quick.
Nope. Don't want the help.
Come on, man.
Don't follow
Okay,
me.
everybody needs a little bit of help every now and then. Yeah, I'll bring my sword. Nighttime, right? Oh, I'm gonna get attacked, bro. I still haven't made a bed. God damn it. Where are you? Oh, there's a black sheep. I can make a bed. Oh, it's possible.
Problem is they one-shot you. They all shoot you at once, and then they reload, and it takes them 1 second to reload.
Okay, let me just put this bed
it's like,
down so I
boom,
can respawn back
boom.
here again.
That's fine.
Thank
I don't
God,
know.
bro. I've been wanting to build one of these for a minute.
Don't you fucking shoot me, curly-headed fuck. You're kidding.
Oh, I knew he was gonna
Stop.
come hit me. Fuck.
Please don't shoot me.
Bitch.
Dude, I'm so sick of this.
Alright, cool. Just laugh at me for getting hit? Yay! I have a spawn point. That was the important part of all of this. Okay. I'm just gonna take a sword, leave everything else here. Let me come help you.
Oh, my game's bugged. What the fudge?
Laughing at people when they die is not funny, bro. Alright, so you went this way? Is there like a little thingy this way? Is there a tower over here? Is that what you're trying to attack? I see you. I'll find out here shortly.
I'm just buried in a hole. I'm not gonna leave. I'm half a heart.
To this little building right here? Oh, I hear them. Got
The
one.
problem is I just don't have food. Just gonna wait till it's daytime.
Oh, hey, what's up, buddy?
Do you have an egg?
I have human flesh. Looking around for a... Oh, you bitch! You're better than me? You're not? You're not better than me? Alright. Oh, I found the tower. There is a fucking pillager tower here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get you some food. Hold on. Now I know where you're sitting at. Getting chased by his fucking... What do they call? Oh, you bitch. Get away from me. Are you just posting random emojis at this point? Like, what are you doing? Fuck. He is. He is just posting random emojis. Alright, I'm gonna cook you some mutton, buddy. Get you some mutton chops.
What was I gonna say? Did you ever make your fishing pole?
No, I got distracted. Dorito? Doritos are good. Try this again. That's how you feel right now. You're in the fucking Mario pipe area. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Alright. See what we got going on here. We got a little. Yeah, but you dig up out of there to the actually.
I have half a heart. I'm not
bam,
doing
bam,
getting shot.
bam, bam. Get away from me! Get away from me! Get away from me! Ah, bitch. Buddy dug way down. There. The fuck did you get down here, bro? How did you have going on here? Like, is this where you came
Just
in?
trying to survive, man.
Is this a penguin
Mhm.
or a pumpkin? Is this the ground right here?
No, I put that there.
Here, back up. Oh, you just got to building, bro. You was putting anything in the way.
Those pillagers will one shot you.
They don't. I fucked them up. I already killed like 3.
I had 6 shooting me at one time.
Well, that's why you got one shot. Oh, you got like 12 fucking skellies over here. I'm gonna back up so you can fight them.
What do we have to do? We have to.
Gotta take their fucking little thingy-mador from them. They have, is it up here? Where's it at? The top of these, they have like a little fucking banner. You can take it from them.
Cook these potatoes.
Did you already take the banner?
No, I didn't see a banner.
Oh, can I have like one of those potatoes?
Yeah.
You can just leave it in the chest when you go back. I just need one.
I
I don't need any
I
more.
left it in there.
Oh, okay. I'll just grab it from there. I was talking about like at the base.
Oh, sorry.
I got it though. Thank you.
I have to eat the potatoes. I'm starving. I got some berries.
I didn't mean to give you that.
Need some berries?
No, I got food. I was giving you food. I don't see the banner. Without it, we can't get them to hunt us and farm them. Oh, you bitch! Leave me alone. Looking for something. Oh, are you really gonna chase me right now? This is not intelligent for you. You're not gonna win this. You don't win this. Oh, he won it. I let him shoot me 3 times before I attacked him, or I would have won. Don't head fucking facepalm yourself. Oh, I was ignoring him. I didn't know he was actually gonna chase me. Would have been an easy dub if I would have fucking known he was so aggressively chasing me.
I'm just kind of watching over your stuff.
Yeah, I'm on my way back.
Dude. Fucking hate pillagers.
No way, there's another one.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I'm chilling, bro. I'm gonna try to blow these guys up. I don't even care. bro. There's nothing funnier than getting mobs to kill each other, even at the expense of yourself. Oh.
What do you do with a fucking goat horn?
I don't remember. Malachi, what do we do with a goat horn? Besides put it in our orifices. Well, that's what you do with it normally, but like, what would a normal person do with it? They got a fucking iron golem. I could probably put a leash on this guy and drag him where I want. What's up, buddy? Sure, he's a friendly guy. Break him out of here.
Do you want a shield?
Let's break him out. Hold on, I'm breaking out this golem. He looks really friendly.
Let's kill him.
He is friendly. What's up, buddy? He's free now.
Here.
You want to kill him? What you want to do?
Yeah, but you gotta like go on a 3-block. Wait, don't hit him yet.
No, you just hit him like this. Look.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet.
Make it slabs.
Yeah.
Oh, you
There we
can't
go.
do that in Bedrock.
Can do what?
Turn wool into string.
Probably not.
Or do they have a got some iron, boy? Or do they have like a deconstruction bench? Is that a thing? Disassembler?
If they do, it's new. I wouldn't know. I've never used one. I don't think so. I haven't played in months though, and every time I hop on, there's new things. Like I think we have copper items now, right? We have copper weapons or tools. Isn't that like actually a part of the game now? Let me check. I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm gonna store some stuff in your chest.
Alright. It's over here.
Come. We need to get Malachi so I can use a whip and start farming some sugar cane. What?
It's because he's a hard worker, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll motivate him with some of this. Where you at?
He's free like you.
I'll
You're not
motivate him
free.
with some of this and a
Well, let me
whip.
see. Let me see. You got a little whip there? Oh yeah, yeah. See, this is what motivates him. There's anything in the world that'll motivate them, it'd be this. Where's the watermelon? I know they got watermelon in this game. Sentry armor trim? The fuck?
Yeah.
I've never seen that. So they haven't. Oh, I just haven't gotten copper yet. That's interesting. Isn't there a way to like? Let's go find some copper real quick. I just want to verify that this is a thing. Go get some.
I passed by a bunch.
Like there's gonna be just some like right down here. Sometimes copper's just like right on the edge. Yeah, I'm not trying to get knocked down there. Where'd you pass by it at?
Oh, dude, it's everywhere.
I know it is.
In, like,
I
the
just want to
mines.
see like a fucking very obvious pile somewhere. Is this clay? It is. Just found clay. Just get away from me. Don't want problems. That's okay, that's how your people would be if my people didn't meet them.
Mhm.
No. Fucking
Still in loincloth?
still in loincloth. How many African
None.
how many African countries developed? And how many
None.
didn't?
Hear that?
Was that the goat horn?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sick. I wonder what it does. If it just like calls a bunch of goats towards you. Goats just start running at you. I'm waiting for them to add like goblins in this game, dude. I don't know why they never have. Zombies aren't enough.
Or the,
I need an AI that wants to hunt you. And then take your clothes off and touch you inappropriately. In a cave.
It's the white American. American government.
Alone. And every time you try to tell them how you feel about the interaction, they tell you to just shh. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's just me and you. And then like get hit over the head with a club.
Alright, let's sleep. So I don't have these fucking.
You don't want to have these nightmares anymore? Do you want me to build you a little spot to put your bed? Here, actually.
I just put one. I just put it
Can
outside.
literally just fucking spruce it up. Hold on. Watch this.
I get it. Literally spruce it up.
Well, I don't suffer by getting knocked off of this into the fucking water below. With my luck, that's exactly what'll happen. And then we can just make a door. Oh, don't I have 2 doors in here, actually? I do. I have 2 doors in here already. There. There's a exit out of here right here.
Baking my potatoes. What?
Just fucking threw a little puffer fish on the ground.
I have exhausted his use. He's already been had.
Already been had. Alright.
You can have him, but he's already been had.
Oh,
Oh!
whoa, whoa.
Like how there's just a death pit right outside the door.
What? Oh, to the
like a hole.
Let me fix that real quick.
I thought I was dead.
I'm a fucking.
Are the loot tables still the same on Bedrock for fish, or is it? Used to be broken, bro. You'd fish after like 100 casts. You catch like a new fishing pole with like Luck of the Sea and lure.
Oh, I have no fucking clue. I've heard that that's a thing. I think Aaron tried doing that one time. Good mods? Oh yeah, of course Malachi would be interested in the mods I was talking about earlier, satirically. Of course. Satirically, of course. Of course. What is RL Craft? This sounds like something from your generation, Malachi.
Dude, lag alone won't let me fucking fish.
There's a blackie that won't let you fish.
Caught a tripwire hook.
All right. I feel like this podcast has been pretty successful. We had 2 viewers.
Well,
and we had 4 unique. 4 unique. That means 2 people that we didn't know showed up, most likely. Wonder why. Dude, I definitely am gonna have to research for the next one though.
Yeah, me too.
Because not having my data available when like talking about this stuff to like just fact check, because I believe you probably know what you're talking about, but I just want to see like how serious is this really? You know?
I feel you. We'll get more structured topics too.
Yeah.
Come on. I want to catch some crazy loot.
Me the loot.
I need some obsidian so I can make a enchantment bench. Oh, dude, I was just talking about it and I got it.
Some obsidian?
No, if you fish enough times, you get that crazy bow.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I remember somebody saying
Unbreaking 3, Luck of the Sea 2, and Lure 2.
What does Luck of the Sea do?
Chance to catch treasure. Increases it.
Malachi, would you like to see my Skyrim? My 500 gigabyte Skyrim. It's actually not as impressive as it sounds in terms of like gameplay. I wanted to keep the gameplay relatively the same. It's the amount of extra content that makes it so crazy. And I got the one that was not NSFW. It's called Novalis. I'm about to hop off of Minecraft here in a minute. Let me let you get to where you want to be before I log you out.
Yeah, right. We'll play again next.
Yeah, we'll just leave this world alone exactly as is, and I mean next week or whatever week we find that we can hang out to do this, we'll fucking hop back in here. Did your sword poke through the fucking toilet? Let me see that. Let me see that. Oh, so there's no like, you can just infinitely use it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I've never seen that. A little bit of iron in there if you need it. You can make poisons with the pufferfish.
Whoa.
Alright.
I'm glad Malachi wasn't playing. Even if it's virtually, being near that guy makes me physically ill. It makes me want to commit great crime.
I am going to
Commit great crime. I'm going to bust nut in water tower.
don't comment on my screen right now. Hold on. Alright, if you want to see this real quick, I'll show you as well what my Skyrim looks like. Oh, it's already running. Fuck.
Whoa, is this what it looks like? It looks kind of like Windows.
Yeah, hold on. It's loading in. It'll take a second. Like, tell. I don't think there's anything on my windows I don't want people seeing.
I need to oil my pals.
You saw Pal World?
Yeah, you haven't been oiling your pals, man.
No, I actually don't even have the server up right now. Server's down. I have 30 days to renew it, or it gets deleted.
Did you guys beat it for the most part?
We didn't do the last tower. The last two towers, actually. So there's a tower that's like the technical last tower, and then there's an extra tower that I didn't even know about. That's not even on the list of like towers that you have to complete. And then we didn't do the what's that thing called? What's that game called? That's like sideways Minecraft, horizontal
Terraria.
Terraria. Yeah, so they have a boss from Terraria inside of in there. I didn't invite that boss yet either.
They have a boss from Terraria?
Yeah. Alright, it should be loading in now. It's gonna take a second. This is a lot of data. There's a lot of data.
Mafia all morning, dude. This game.
I really don't know how. I've never tried to double stream this game either. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know what's about to happen. When I run this game, it usually runs about like 18 to 22 gigabyte VRAM. So, like, we're gonna find out if my computer can even do this with two fucking streams up. Are you still there?
Me?
Okay, so my computer is still on. It's just black screened. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Hey! 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 Yeah, Malachi wanted to see what this looked like, so I told him I'd load it up for him.
I want to squeeze fucking Malachi's weird little head till it pops. Is it just me?
I think he's the same size as you.
It's not.
Malachi, how tall are you?
He's like 240. And he's like 5'7".
He's not 240.
No, not really, but he's like
He's like 170.
No, he's like 190.
I just commented on my Twitch stream. 1 second. $5'4"? All right, my fault, gangster. I didn't mean to insult you like that. I guess. My fault, gang.
I'll Goomba stomp his bitch ass.
Yeah, my fault, gangster.
Like Mario hops on the Goombas. That'd be me. Boy.
Yeah, my fault, gangster. I mean, no disrespect. Hey, 5'4" is a very, you know, very respectable height. It's a respectable height. You're not quite a midget, you know what I'm saying? You know, you'd be really good in you'd be really good in the tunnels. Honest? He'd be really good in the tunnels. You know, really good. He'd be really good in the trenches and in the tunnels. He's not getting shot. You know, his head's not peeking over the edge. He doesn't have to worry about like crouching down. He can just walk through. You know, he's a good soldier is what he would be. He'd be a really good soldier. Now, I will say, as all Skyrim mods do, I think there's like a couple mods in here for some skins that are like sort of revealing, but this isn't like an NSF.
Default splash art? The loading screen?
What? No, this isn't default. This is
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, no. And they're really cool. All of the loading arts are like super dope. Yeah, but there's no like NSFW in this. This is a normal playthrough. Oh, I'm getting this shit again. Hold on. I want to see if my anti-aliasing got edited. Real quick. Double check this. Something's not right though. My settings isn't right. I don't know. I just don't even care to fix it right now. There's gonna be shimmering. That's the lighting is kind of like weird looking on some of the objects. They're like flickering. It's because of anti-aliasing. I need to just change like some of my settings, and then it'll stop doing that. But I don't remember. But for the most part, the game looks about the same. It just doesn't feel the same. I don't know how to explain it. And there's like hella more content. Like, I haven't even touched the main quest. I haven't even really touched a portion of the side quests. I've just tried to survive because it's so much harder. Like, I pretty much get insta-killed by everything right now. It's so terrible. And I have a pack of buddies that follow me around because, dude, I'm just not like that right now.
Pack of neighbors?
Yeah, pack of neighbors. So, these are my people. Go down the line.
Dude, what the fuck?
This guy constantly talks about cleaning my stuff and getting my equipment ready. Who's this one? Is this the...
You can't take any of their cheeks?
I don't know. No, it's not an NSFW. I don't know where I got Mabel from. I don't even know if Mabel's... Yeah, it is my character. I think she does healing. I think she's just a healing NPC. Takata does healing and illusion. I don't know what she does, but she's got a quest attached to her, and I can't get it to start. So I really don't know what she does, but she's really powerful, and she does summons. This person's really cool. She does melee. She's like a what are they called?
Argonian?
What are they called? Where they do like a night mage? Is that what they're called?
What do they do? What do you mean? What spells?
I can't remember. It's melee with magic. I can't remember what that's called. Is it night mage?
Battle mage.
Battle mage. She's a battle mage, like very clearly. And then I guess she actually has some pretty fucked up skin, but
look at her tits.
Yeah, she does destruction magic, and she's pretty tough. She's pretty beneficial, and she's also got this little thing right here. This thing does electricity damage.
Milkers.
This is my team though. She has big boomstick.
Which ones you can't have sex with anymore?
I will go show you. No, I didn't get like a mod for that. What the fuck? What was that sprint?
What? What?
Love that. It just looks so funny.
Why? It's just the sprint.
It looks different though.
Oh, normally
Okay.
when you sprint and no, it looks right.
We're gonna drop down and fight these guys real quick just to show you how weak I am.
Just jump off. Don't be a bitch.
I probably insta die. I just felt a dragon, right? Is that what that was?
Yeah, I saw that too. I was thinking the same thing. Oh, yeah. Wee.
Oh, don't get stuck in there. Also, there's temperature, and I'm starving, and I'm thirsty. I probably have mad defects on my character right now.
From birth.
Yeah, not from the starving or the cold or the dehydration, of course. What was that? What's going on there? Is that my teammate? Who are you? I don't know who that is. I think that's my Argonian. He's level 6. I actually might be able to beat him. That's my teammate talking. Why is it locked? Ah! Why am I stuck? Will you attack him, bro? Like, fight
He
him!
looks cooked.
Take a sword. I don't have one. Alright, what do I have? Do I have the magic bound? Oh, how do I pull up my fucking quick menu? I don't even remember how to do that. Let's just go to odd configuration. Let's try to figure out which button is it. Yeah, this is all the mods that I have, by the way. The actual downloads is 500 gigabytes of downloads.
Hey, Malachi, you fucking rat. Get back in the chat.
You can't get in this chat. We have to move up, which we can. I don't have a problem doing that. Technically, the podcast is over. I guess I have to do this. I don't remember how to open my.
Hey, Malachi, you rat buck. Join Discord.
What is that? What am I doing? I don't know what this does. What? What the fuck is
you're an
that?
RGB fan in a computer case.
I don't understand what it is that I just did there, but
What the fuck is going on, bro?
you're looking at my thing. I'm clicking buttons,
Yeah.
trying to mess with them. Ephemera?
What's going on?
He said it's an ephemera. Yeah, probably.
Malachi, hop in
Dude.
chat so we can make fun of you. Discord. Monkey
Can't-
boy. Let's go to general.
Okay. Fuck do I go? I should probably put the fucking melee in the other hand. It's too late though. I don't know how to lock onto people either. I fucking forgot. Oh, that's how. Okay.
Hello.
All right. What just happened?
Huh?
There we go. All right, let's go to the other chat. I'm going back to the vibe. All right, let's
Hi, Malachi.
Hey,
How are you, buddy?
I'm okay. Just bad medicine.
What does that even mean? What'd you take?
Freaking, I took some what's it called, melatonin, but I guess it was
That's
fucking.
Not
It did
mel.
not.
That's
I
not
didn't react to
medicine,
it
but
well.
we
Give
should
me some
react to
fucking.
it well.
It's giving me some weird. Like it was not doing this beforehand. I don't know if it was like the melatonin or something else, but it's been getting some chest pain. And I've been feeling fucking. I don't know, just feeling like shit. But yeah, what I was trying to tell you was that freaking I have RL Craft. RL Craft is like, I guess you could say like a harder version of Minecraft. But the good thing is they have better mods, better swords, better NPCs. They're cool.
that don't fight back.
No, they fight back. They actually kill you.
Oh, wow!
and
I'm
if
so
on
proud of you.
and if it's like on really hard mode, like hardcore, you don't respawn.
Yeah, I know. I've played it.
Yeah.
I've played ones with like mod packs where there's dragons and shit that you can ride.
Yeah, there are dragons in RL Craft. What are you playing? What is this? Oh, this is a Mafia game.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it by the haircut.
Yeah, I was going for a battle mage myself, with conjuration primarily being my focus.
Blood of Dawn needs to come out already.
What does?
Blood of Dawn Walker. It's a vampire game. It's a really cool game.
How do you know it's cool if it's not up?
Because I've seen
Yeah.
trailers of it, and it's made by the same people who made Witcher. And if they made it, the game's automatically good, in my
Cool.
opinion. I love Witcher.
I mean, the people who made
Play it on. Did you download a mod where nothing
the
hurts
people
you?
who made Skyrim aren't automatically a good company. They also made Starfield and fucking
To
Fallout
answer
4.
your question, I played it on PlayStation. So no, sadly. I wish I could though. That would have been a lot more fun.
Close your eyes, Malachi.
Close my eyes. Oh shit!
For adults.
For adults, I'm 21.
Rapeable.
I don't think that guy's seen enough. Or he'll kill you. Either or. Or he'll kill you. Stop. Store. There are a lot of games on sale right now. For the first time, Cyberpunk is actually on sale. And it's only $20.
You never played it?
No.
Pretty great. You want me to play it for you?
You have it?
Yeah, I have the game.
Doesn't.
Cut out.
Oh, I said who doesn't?
He doesn't. Just said he
he's the
doesn't.
only one. But he's not a real person, so
He's
He's
not a real
3/5.
person. 3/5 of a person? That's crazy.
you didn't get the joke. You don't know your history.
No, I didn't get the joke.
You know what the 3/5 compromise is?
No.
Actually not. Being sarcastic?
No, I'm not being sarcastic. I don't know.
Look it up right now.
Okay.
No, like seriously, look it up right now.
He's a fake African American.
Yeah, your dad would actually be upset with you.
What, that I don't know 3/5 of a human?
I don't believe that you. No, I mean, sure, but no. If you actually don't know what the compromise is.
The Federal Constitution stipulated that a slave counted as 3/5 of a person for purpose of. I didn't know that.
I know.
Okay.
That's why I just educated you.
That's crazy. 3/5 of a person.
And the fact
Makes
that you
sense,
don't
though, right?
know that,
Think about it.
the fact
No,
that you
I
don't
didn't
know
know
that, like, is a problem. That's like your history.
It's like it's your history. I mean, back in history, the only thing I remember them teaching us was just about fucking Hitler and Mesopotamia and Egypt. They didn't really go into Black history.
It definitely talked about 3/5.
Definitely did.
But you was probably smoking weed, selling
Yeah,
dope,
doing
you
fucking
know,
robbing old people.
robbing old
know,
white
the shit
people.
You creatures do.
Yeah, you know, you fucking creatines, cretins.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna pizza rolls, and I think I have some. I'm not sure. I'm gonna
You
go.
have
Pizza
pizza rolls, you
rolls,
fucking
pizza.
animal, dude. You're a cretin.
I know, dude. Yeah.
Tostitos, pizza rolls, pizza rolls.
I don't know if there's like stuff here that I should be trying to get.
I tried to do the Void Cascade, and
What do you think of this? What do you think of how Skyrim looks for me?
let me go back to this.
Oh, you didn't even see any combat. I mean, it's not crazy combat right now. I'm super low
Oh,
level.
you used the magic. That was pretty cool.
No, that was boring. It was really boring. I actually started using melee combat because that was so slow. You can actually, like, I have dodge mechanics. Have you ever played Skyrim?
No, I played VR Skyrim. but I didn't
Oh,
like
so
it.
you don't even know how bad Skyrim actually is. If you would, like, if you go try to play Skyrim right now, you will hate this game. You played the base version. I'll try to find somebody else to attack. I didn't know I'd beat them. I really thought I'd die. Let me eat real quick.
No, why can't I see you on my Twitch?
Not showing Skyrim for you?
No, like you're just not showing up.
Oh.
See.
Separate issue.
Following. 5.
You know,
Oh, Dead's
it
talking
might
about
be
it.
a creatine, but pizza rolls are fire.
A cretin?
Wait,
Yeah,
did you
you're
say
definitely a
Pizza Rolls
cretin,
is
bro.
a creatine?
No, he said
Huh?
he meant to say cretin.
No, it's a
Oh.
joke.
I was actually
Instead
finna
of
believe
creatine,
that.
it's creatine.
What is that? The fire demon?
Hold on, let me just
This
get
looks pretty
myself to
cool.
not die real quick.
Oh, you play with keyboard and mouse?
Yeah.
Is it easier?
Navigating the menus, yeah. And with all those mods, yeah, you probably want better menu navigation.
Who's
Why does it look
attacking us, bro?
What does it look like? Skyrim's a multiplayer game.
Because it is.
It is?
No.
You just pulled out a sword of magic. Looks like wind magic.
It's actually soul magic. Who
What?
the fuck are these things?
Those like balls?
Oh, these fucking frost foglings. I've never seen these. These are a new enemy. This is part of my mod pack. Like, these don't exist in the game.
Did you break your game, bro?
Why is it so foggy, too? Like, what are these things? Like, can I not search them either? Are they just like entities? Yo, what a fucking stance he's got. Holy shit. He looks like he means business.
It looks like a Jinwoo swords.
Yeah, good one. I'm being mean to you, Malachi. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
In that case, go fuck yourself.
As long as I don't have to go back to work, it's all good.
You do, though.
You
On
do.
Monday.
Bills got to be paid.
Guys, leave me alone.
And if you really
Y'all
think
can
about
say
it,
what-
if you really
y'all
think
can
about
be
it,
racist. Y'all can say
if
whatever
you really think about
want,
it,
but
you're gonna
don't
wake up
bring up
tomorrow
work,
and you're gonna have to go to work the next day.
bro. Shut up.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! She fucking smoked me. Oh,
was
she's
dragging
level
us out?
50. She was level 50, bro. No wonder she smoked me. Dog, I should have never found her. Where the fuck was she there?
What was that? All I saw was like did a dragon?
Oh man, we're all the way back here. No, no. Oh, we're the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not redoing all of that. That was so much. No.
You have a lot of apps.
Oh my god, bro.
You have
I've
so
been
many apps.
defeated.